record, we find ourselves in one of the first couple sessions. I think we might have been session 3 or maybe 4. We lost Osei. Osei died fighting the ogres and the orcs after Khalid asked you to clear out that camp. And there was this obelisk, and Karasi touched it and like had this communication with this other cosmic being, and that thing was like, hey, do this for me and I will bring him back. And yes, Osei was granted life. Now, it was interesting when they went back to Khalid. Khalid was like, you all died and brought Shoyeb, you brought Osei back, and I used my ability to rewrite the story, and that rewrite version of the story, you talk to this thing, and this is what happened. So it's kind of like the chicken is Shine a product of Khalid in some weird way? What came first? Was this, it's kind of a weird thing. But yes, from that day forward, Shine has always been kind of playing in the background, this new addition to not even one of the original Orishas, this kind of druidic god. Then later on, you find that the queen in Daru worships. She eventually, after some other things happening in the story, sends you on the quest for a horn. You finally get that horn, and then Shine updates the quest, updates what he wants, and now wants the 2 black pearls. Now, they were mentioned by the queen. I will constantly say that I know that the party didn't remember all that because it was an exposition dump and a lot of stuff on lore and stuff, but she did say that getting the horn would lead to this other item that she wanted, but she was, again, paying you in that particular quest to find the horn. The god is basically like because I think what happens is when Karasi blew the horn the first time, it somehow connected. Everyone's connected. Osei's connected, Karasi's connected, and Shine are all connected, and that gave Shine a vision exactly where the eyes were. And so it was like, you don't need to go back to Daru. Go get those eyes now. They're here. They're close. And so we started to see that there's been a bit of once Shine started like being a bit more demanding, there's been more of a rift on, I think he maybe even Karasi pushing a bit back in terms of those connections with him, which is not really prayers, but when they do communicate, he often, realizing that I think in any of these times, no one expects gods to just necessarily communicate with them all the times, but he does go silent for a long time. It goes silent for a long time and then comes back in her own voice. Same thing when it talks to Osei, his voice. And eventually they take this quest to find the black pearls, the eyes of Shine. They find them off this little small island that has like basically a little floating temple that pretty much just rises out of the sea that emerged when Karasi blew the horn. Alora is able to go into the temple, gain access to the artifacts. And then shortly after leaving the temple, there is you guys have your little vessel that you came over. There's a larger ship that is now docked, and some soldiers are disembarked. They look familiar. These are the guards of the Red Keep. These are clearly Queen Zareth's people. And so, and there have been calls, Karasi even knew that they've kind of probably been using divination to kind of track the party and kind of keep tabs on them. And so within the past, 24 hours, you all camping out, coming here, Daru's a short trip up the coast, this ship was sent, and these men are there to show up. They show up with one of the Queen's high mages who you've never met before. You can feel his power, definitely his presence of his magic. He asks for the daughter. He basically says, hey, you all done your job, you'll be paid handsomely, turn over Alora, it's time to go home, mission complete kind of deal. And the group goes back and forth, not feeling very uneasy about all this, but goes back and forth about should they do this. And up until this point, Alora's been like, hey, if it's the will of Shine, if it's the will of my mother, then I'm going with it. And even Dakar's been the same way. And so she begins to march over, or she's about to, and then she's like, she breaks, and she's like, I actually don't want to die. And because you also learn that in the temple, through the scribings on the wall, that Alora is to be sacrificed for the prosperity. So it's not one of those, at least the ritual says, it's not one of those we're sacrificing for the dark god to bring doom to the world like it always is in this. It's this sacrifice will bring prosperity to the region, but it is the sacrifice that must happen. And when she says she doesn't want to die, suddenly the group is like on board with like, okay, then we're defending her. They are heavily outnumbered. Now maybe the magic is on your side, but the numbers are not. I did mention there are at least 20 crew. Now that's with the crew. So probably when it comes to combatants right now, you've probably got 15 different combatants on the board. Are they skilled as you? No. Could they be overwhelming force? Are their weapons just as deadly as yours? Yes. So well placed. If they are to get lucky, could be dangerous. They are wielding the Queen's Knights. If you remember them, they are human, of different shades and colors, but they typically all wear like a burnt orange, like deep, almost red, wooden tribal mask. And then like open helms, like kind of, it's like adorned, like an open helm adorned in a wooden Yushinaran mask. They have kind of these bronze, some of them wooden shields, and then these short spears, and then short swords on their side if they need to resort for even closer combat. So if you're eyeing up your opponent, this is what you see all of them having. There are 10 of them. There are 10 of them, and then there are 2 archers standing beside the wizard. So there was a really well-placed shot that hit the wizard, and the minute he was hitting his arm, the 2 of the guards flanked and like came in to protect, and then the archers are standing beside them. So if you're looking at the battlefield, let me see if I can take. Nope. We would be. So we've got Alora who is almost to them. Dakar had fell on his knees and was being controlled, but that he's no longer under any control, but he's prone. She's still under control, walking towards them as they're disembarking. And then we have and then we've got 2 guards, and then 2 archers with longbows. And then one of the cameras is not working correctly. That zooms in on you all. But then you all know what you have. And then at the end of that, in addition to this, Karasi began to get the vision being spoken to as over here, as you all were coming out and kind of being talked to the god. Shine was like, you're going to allow them, why are you going to allow them to take her? That is not, it's not what we agreed upon. And Karasi pretty much is like that we agreed on the horn. Our agreement is over. At least that's the way Shine took it. I don't want to put words in Karasi's mouth. And Shine was like, okay, Osei dies now. And like that, Osei everybody, they saw it before when he did it again. So everyone sees Osei's body, like he kind of standing there and he's about to drop. And before he does, as his eyes roll back in his head, Shoyebi pulls the blade of the Hexen blade and jams it into his chest, and begins to bleed profusely from the middle of his chest. I mean, this blade has to be close to his heart. And strangely, instead of immediately collapsing over, staggers forward and then kind of stands up and has this berserker fury foaming at the mouth. Heineken pulls his blades and just goes running directly towards the enemy. That's where we left off. Anybody want to add anything to that madness that you find important or?
I just want to clarify, it was not Shoyebi that was trying to stab.
Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Shoyebi. It was Osei. I am so sorry. We were talking about Shoyebi so much that I've got Shoyebi in my mouth. Osei did this. So yeah, thank you.
But I would not put it past him.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have any notes on healing? Because I have 2 different pages of notes for stats with Dakar, but they're in different books and they say different things. So, but one of them's much more optimistic, and the other one is 4 hit points. So I'm hoping.
Well, if he was fighting, he fought the multiple-headed Hydra. I imagine that thing
It's
targeted
probably
him.
the less. It's probably the less hopeful one, right?
It
I would assume.
Probably.
But I was just
what was the better one?
maybe.
What's the better one?
It's empty.
Oh,
Which is again why I'm like, what's anybody else?
let me take a look at what I had on him, and because I might have him in. Let me see what I had on him in Alchemy. 'Cause sometimes I track, but usually I rely on you all to track.
Yeah,
But
I have I have.
Yeah,
Oh,
let me
oh.
see where I had the
There's my
card.
camera. 4. That's not focusing at all. It's 4.
Yeah, I have him at like 27 hit points. I doubt he got out of that fight at 27 unless the creature it wasn't targeting him. But I know you all put him right in the center of battle.
Yeah, I was up in that.
So here's what here's what I'll give you. I got 27. I
don't
know
think
it's not
Shine
27.
healed us.
No, you didn't. And you all didn't take rest after unless you took a short rest, a stretch rest. Even then, he would have gotten 1d6.
He would have had more than
So I'll
stick with it. I'm cool with that.
I'll give you. I mean, 4 is he's gonna go down pretty. He's probably gonna go down, being so close to the enemy. I'll give you a d6. If you want it, I'll give you a d6 plus 4 since you don't know, because if because it could be this 27 with his armor and it could be that 4. So I'll give you a d6 plus 4 to add to that 4. Okay. D6 plus d4. D6, d4. So add those up.
So 1d6, 1d4.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to update his here too so I can track during the fight where he's at.
So it's a 4, 5, 6 total back.
Okay.
So that's a 10 hit points for Dakar.
10. Okay. And then he's got 3 armor.
He has a great helm, which is 2 points,
2,
and then I have studded leather,
so he's 4.
which is 2.
Okay, so he's 4. Yep, that's good. And then, do you know what his willpower is?
I have I wrote 12 willpower.
Okay.
And 16 swords.
Okay, yep, that's right.
And then 10 acrobatics.
So I've got him at So I'm gonna put him at he's 16 for willpower.
Okay.
And then
10 for hit points.
Yeah, because so the way they do it, and I always I need to start looking at his let's see, his abilities are.
I have Guardian.
Yeah, so usually the way they do it for NPCs is NPCs usually have 3 or 4 stats, or sometimes what they'll have is, which I need to start building them all out, is like they'll say here what their relevant stats are, and here's what anything else is. So it'll be like all the relevant stats are 12, and then everything else is 8, or everything else is 6, right? So it's like they're just kind of like they're either good at it or they're not. Like there's no in betweens. And so for him, I've got like his brawling and his swords at 16. And I think I put everything, I don't even have it marked here, but I think we've been like, anything with like, I've been pretty much doing it like in 3 standards. So like, I would say anything else out of like the weapons are going to be like 16, 14, 12, and then like 8. So like, if you're asking Dakar to spot hidden, it's going to be like 8. If it's if you're going to ask him to punch somebody in the face brawling or to pick something heavy up, he's going to actually probably use something closer to his sword. So he'll use a 16, right? He'll use like, because that's based on his strength. If I ask him to try to talk us out of a situation, 8. Like that's how we'll do it, right? That's how I usually do it. Yeah.
That sounds good.
Let's see. I think that's everything. So I guess we can. Let me see. Wow, it's already 9. Like, what do we do tonight? We just go like between me having technical difficulties and stuff, and we'll.
I mean, there's a lot of searching, a lot of looking.
Yeah, a lot of looking stuff up. So I'm sorry for that. So we'll just have our combat, and that'll be this combat will be tonight's session, mostly. So I'll give you a chance to.
Honestly, probably for the best too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't feel good of leaving any sort of role play. Well, we have Shoyabi being played as a
Sure.
character, but we don't
Sure.
actually have Jason here.
I get that, and I'll tell. I understand that for sure.
Might need coffee.
Sorry, I was muted. It looks like you lost Nick on the.
Oh yeah.
computer screen there.
Yeah. There.
Yeah. What happened? Okay. So it's
I
always
did
something.
disconnect.
Oh
momentarily.
yeah. I'll find
Yeah.
you. Let me get you
That'll do
back. That'll do it sometimes.
Yeah, I've been trying to just work out some kinks, but I think I'm good for now as well.
Is the move to Linux messing things up with your camera too?
So far no, but just trying to get set up again because there's a lot of apps and stuff like that I needed to re-download, and the way you re-download it's different from Windows, so just getting used to those things.
Yeah.
But aside from all that, the actual performance has been better. I have not had a single crash since, which has been good.
God dog it.
Ooh.
Why is? Okay, there we go.
I hope this is not Linux.
I don't know what I'm on. Yeah, to be honest with you.
Oh, really? They're weird, but they're good. Yeah,
I've been meaning. What I want to talk to you one day. We'll talk about Nick. I'll hit you up during the week. Is I eventually had to. Remember, we originally had my computer laying down. Eventually, had to put it right side up now. So I'm always thinking about those pins and the weight of them for the graphics card. And I wonder if there's anything where I could put like a little metal mount or something on the side to give it to allow it to sit on there and not put that pressure, so it's not hanging. Because it is sitting up right now. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a specific thing. So there's I think it's a GPU brace. There is something specifically for locking the GPU on like another stable platform, because that gravity does warp it.
It's just crazy that they would just expect you to just stick that thing in there and leave it like that.
Yeah.
Like, operate. And my thing sits, so because now my computer sits as a part of my frame, my sim rig, that means my sim rig, sometimes the wheel, even though it's separate, sometimes the wheel is close to it. So sometimes the wheel will send so much force through the frame, it'll shake the frame, and it'll shake the entire computer. I mean the computer's attached to the frame that the screens are on, and so I know that there's vibration going into the computer sometimes when that happens. So
there's a few ways you can do it. The simplest way is there's a little it's a metal pull that you can twist to extend it, so you put the bottom of it there, and then you just let the tension keep it in place. That's one option. There's another option that's so you screw in extra brackets that support it right under it, but we can talk about that
after we can talk after the game. Okay, let's get in. So as we begin today's session, actually one thing I want to do really quickly here, let me consult my encounter. Okay, I've dealt the cards as they will be for this session, for the first round. And we go to
The queen trips, she falls, she's allergic to water. We win!
And so we open today's session as that salt, water wind that whips across the template, like the temple stone, and that massive ship looms just some 60, 70 feet away from you. The waters around the temple walkways, slick and wet, and rumble as the waves crash against them constantly. And they're not armored. They're like nimble. You've seen the Queen's men armored well above this, where they're mostly in these like flowing orange robes, their studded leather armor, their shield, those open helms, and those very grim Yushinaran masks that were probably used for ceremonial, joyful things being now used as like as intimidation, masks for death and war. This tension between you all kind of continuously building, and in that moment, Osei falters, his breath kind of stolen away by the betrayal of the god Shine. And this final moment of desperation before he falls, he thrusts that blade into his own chest, his own heart, awakening this ancient magic in the Hexen blade. And his eyes kind of have this bloodlust in them suddenly that you all see. You don't know what he's experiencing. Osei doesn't say anything. He kind of yips in a way that his Heineken that he wouldn't naturally do on his own, and then he pulls whatever weapon he has on him and begins to march forward. The skies darken around you. The waves crash, and this is the final stand. It is the final stand between you all and the Queen's motivations, and you all are what stand between the Queen taking what she wants and the life of Allura being sacrificed potentially for a greater good. We will start there as we consult alchemy. I see that one of the guards keeps first group, so I have them in groups of there are 10 of them, but these are groups of 4, and there's one that is protecting the Queen and King up here. The wizard. So these groups will. As he's beginning to stand up, Dakar is like if he could, kind of like screaming out as they will. One of the guards grabs Allura, who does not resist, and brings her 25, brings her about here, while. Um, 5, 10, 15, 25, so he should be right here. They begin to surround Dakar, but they don't attack Dakar. They're like looking at him like kind of giving him, one of them pushes past Dakar. He's like on a mission to head towards you all, while these two are like, stay down, Dakar, like you're telling him some things, as this one has brought the princess over. That is the first move of the game. As they're operating in that way, should they attack? They don't attack him. Yeah, they just slowly are marching in unison, so they're not going to. They could dash. Yeah, imagine they're trying to intimidate him. That's what would be realistically. Tell him to, listen to what he's supposed to be doing. As they're doing that, Kira, you are next. If we're looking at the battlefield, you would see, I don't know why. Let's see. Yeah, so I have... and of course, those aren't showing. Oh, I know why. Okay. On here, encounter... There we go. So you all should be able to, it's probably super small on my screen, but you'll see the guards went first. Kira's up next, followed by, now Kira, you run Dakar, so that, you can run Dakar on your turn, and then followed by the Queen's Monks Priest, then Shayebi, then Takula, then Laura, who is technically not she's not. So whoever would normally run Allura, which would be Takula, you don't have control over her right now. Yeah. You could give me on that turn for Allura. You could give me a willpower check, which I think Allura's willpower is going to be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kira. Let's. Yeah, I'm jumping ahead of myself.
That's fine. I'm thinking. I mean, gosh, how do you guys want advantage? I feel like that is helpful.
Yeah. Do y'all want to do the regular do? I mean, do what you need. Do what you need. Do what's going to be most advantageous for you all.
So I guess the question is, what do you want to accomplish? Because they're getting Allura on the ship, right? So
right.
Do we think that getting there faster might be more beneficial, or do we think the advantage will help us like clear the way?
Because I can Drummer's March, which would give us double movement. I can give us a D6, either willpower or hit points. Or I can increase our damage. We didn't talk strategy in all that time that we talked.
No, we really didn't.
I told you my strategy. My strategy is pretty straightforward.
Rage.
Then
maybe
You all have been fighting a lot, so I'll allow you in this moment. Like, I won't expect it every single round, but in this first round, I imagine with all that tension building, you all would have been like giving each other those like the standoff looks.
What are we doing?
And as you're giving each other those looks, you all fight. You all know how to relate to what I'm about to do. So the above board conversation, that's the way I would interpret that to be in-game action, right? So you're not metagaming, because this group has fought with each other enough to where I think they would fall in sync really quickly and know what they're going to do. And then after that first round, I'm not going to lie, you guys are going to have 10-minute conversations about what you do.
I will let you know for Shiryebi, his goal is to take down the meanest one.
I think we committed to attacking when Takula shot, so we're in battle mode. So what would you do to help us in battle mode?
I agree, but that's where I'm asking, is it more helpful for you guys if you could move faster, if you were more powerful, or if you had a round rest for free? Or advantage?
Well, I guess good question. I think Drell is the most
powerful.
How dead do we look?
That's a good question.
I got full health.
Karate looks not dead.
Yeah,
I'm about half dead.
Shoyabi looks good. You guys don't know
Osei's
on. Yeah.
Who knows?
I say either advantage or damage.
Here's what I'll say about Osei, because they would see things. Osei is bleeding from. Well, now here's the thing. Basically, you're fighting with you pull the blade out because you're in a fight with it, right? I take. Are you using the Hexen blade to fight?
Yeah.
Okay. So when he pulls that blade out, he doesn't magically heal. So he looks like lethargic and also crazy berserked at the same time. So he looks like a person who's dead on their feet. He looks like someone who is dying, but who's rallied themselves in the moment of death. So I'll just basically share above board. Osei's making death rolls on his feet. So every time he gets hit, I'm not even going to roll damage. If he gets hit, he's just going to take a failed death roll. Because he's already down. He's zero. He's zero hit points.
I think the best thing to do is make you guys powerful. I'm going to do the battle hymn. Which increases all allies' damage. I have to roll for it.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm rolling a performance roll to see whether this is a limited or a full success. Okay. And my performance is... Stupid. It's 18.
Nice.
Okay, I rolled a 3. So you guys get a full D6 damage.
Extra.
That lasts until my next turn.
Jeez.
Okay.
All right. Shit. Okay. And that's my turn.
So everyone gets a extra d6 damage to whatever their damage is this round until your next turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Including Shayevi skeletons?
The
Shoot.
wording that I
Shootings.
have says it increases all allies' damage within 25
They are
feet.
allies. So, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take all the help we can get.
We need it.
That's the end of Kira's turn, and then is it Dakar?
Yes, and then Dakar rising up as they're telling him to stop. What does he do?
Main mission, save Princess. So if he has to like shove the people off and go after Princess. I don't know how restrained he is. Or if they're just trying to intimidate.
They're just trying to intimidate, so he's not restrained right now, but I will need a check from you. And something I didn't look at before. Dakar's willpower is probably pretty strong, but let me look what I have here.
It is 21 willpower, but you said it would be 16?
So 21 willpower would be
Full.
It would be what? So his willpower would be whatever the number is before I gave him all those focuses. I mean, those what do you call them? Not focuses to get there. So he would 12 or under. I need a roll of 12 or under.
Okay. A 9.
A 9. Okay.
A 9.
So
the lizard dice.
As Dakar brings up that great sword that he uses, he goes to swing. You see that he falters for a moment. Like he doesn't immediately. It's like there's a moment where he thinks about what he's doing. In going against, maybe it's in going against the queen or going against whatever allegiance he has to Alora. There is some hesitation in what he's about to do, in the action that he's about to take, and then he takes it. So, whatever.
Okay. If he can like push past these guys and go after Princess. I don't
Interesting.
have his movement.
He could use his here's where I should consult.
I wrote down battle cry.
He has a great sword, right?
Yes.
And great sword is. It does not have toppling. Now, if it had toppling, I'd allow him to. But would Dakar be able to push through some men? I'll allow it. The thing is, what you're deciding, what you're giving up, there has to be like a push and pull.
Give and take.
Give and take. The take is that you're not going to do any damage. You're just going to push through them. You're going to move through the men. And you're just like, but you're making a strength check, a 16 or under, to just move through them. And your main action is pushing through. So what is his goal? I mean, I get his goals to get Alora, but I want to hear from you what you think he's trying to do.
I'm picturing motivation as like he's been protecting this girl forever, and now she's just being taken without any of her own free will. So he's like not on my watch kind of vibe, where he'll push past them to try to like at least pull her and be like, "What are you doing?"
Okay.
Because she just said she didn't want to die, and now she's walking over there.
Here's what I'll give you. You can either make the strength check regular at 16, easy peasy, to move and engage the guy who has Alora. You won't be able to attack because you used your action to do that.
To like push, yeah.
Yep. Or you can take Bane to the roll, and if you take a Bane and you fail, not only do you stay there, if you take a Bane to it, sorry, if you take a regular check, you're pushing through. Sorry, my brain is like I'm trying to think of what I want.
That's okay.
If you take a bane, you are trying to get something more out of it. So if you do succeed with the bane, then you can also make a baned attack this same round. If you take the straight roll, you pass, so you can lock him up, so he can go no further with her. Right? Does that make sense? You're just moving into you because you're using your main action to push them out of the way easily, or to try to make this not be his main action. You're taking bane to both actions.
I think okay. And I need a 16.
Yeah, and it's a 16.
Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay, I think
What are you taking?
I'm gonna do the double bane.
You'll do the bane? Okay, so it'll just be a bane to the roll.
Okay.
We are going
full crazy.
balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just risk it
A
all.
15.
Okay.
Okay. Just rolling the same one again. A 10.
Okay.
Hey.
So he locks up with this guy, and then now he can
then-
make a baned attack roll as well.
Okay.
If
Okay. A 2.
okay, those both sound like successes,
And-
right?
A 16. So that's meets it, beats it.
Meets
right?
it, beats it. So yeah, both are a success.
And
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Well, because that also, I want to do some damage because this has the double or the added
D6.
D6.
So I believe that is 2d10 plus a d6 because of his modifier. And
another D6. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, amazing.
This guy
This is
should.
just
This
a
guy
regular
should. This guy
dude.
should die.
He doesn't need to. He's saving the princess. Okay. Okay. Whoops, this is a percentile dice. A 10 and an 8 on the d10s, and then a 5 and a 4 on the 6s.
Jeez.
Damn.
What is it? I just want to know what the just for shits and giggles. What does that all add up to?
15, 16.
So orc guts pretty much cleaves this guy
like-
into
Yeah. That's 18.
18. Yeah. So how do you? Yeah. Just. I mean, how do you? What do we see him?
Like 20. I think it's like a total of 25.
How do we kill him?
Math under pressure sucks. I think he's gonna pull that great sword out and like hit him in the face first with the butt of the hilt, and then turn that into a slash from.
Oof. So hit him in the face, the butt of the hilt, and then as he kind of goes low, guy's whole like head and like part of his like shoulder blade come off, like one as he goes. Pieces of him go falling into the ocean as water crashes around.
Nice.
And turn.
Nice. In turn.
Well,
Close.
and can he like stand in front of Alora and then end turn?
He ended his attack
Probably.
there, so he can't.
That's
but they're
fine.
within
That's fine.
5 feet. They're standing right.
He's nearby.
He can try to on his next turn he would be able to pivot around her if
Okay.
like so. Yeah,
He did a lot. so
Yeah,
it's
he's
totally
doing a lot.
fine. Okay. The end.
Let's see. Good stuff. So we then move to Kieran, Dakar, the monk. Shit, where's my dice? There, I'll roll this one. Jeez. Jump to present. Okay, that's a success. So he kind of like takes his kind of braces his hands, does this kind of move again, and as he does, kind of wielding, you kind of see the you see like the salt whipping in the air, coming off the water. You can see it like materializing like in the air and wrapping around and like caking on his skin and kind of crystallizing as he casts Stone Skin.
What a little bitch.
And then he will... Well, actually, he cast the first... yeah, what a little bit.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
No, man, you don't have to mute yourself. You're welcome to emote. That's part of the game. You're letting me know I'm doing my job right. if you're emoting in that way, then hey, that's good.
We're so scary.
He's not done there, so let me track his willpower. So I want to be completely fair. So that was 6. All right. So he cast that. Then he will use master. He's a master spellcaster, so he's going to spend another 3 to cast again. And then you can cast another spell on your same turn. So for him, he's going to... You often don't give me some grace, because I often don't run spellcasters that often, but I am going to...
It's a lot. I don't blame you.
They scare me. Notice I picked a guy who hits things.
He looks at... What I want to do here. All right, he looks at Dakar and says, "Do you not remember your duty to your queen? If you are not going to serve, I will make you." He does this, and he kind of like throws out his hand. Dakar will have to give me a willpower check. So he gets it at bone. I get it at boon as well. If I...
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Since I don't... Okay. We both get a boon. So his willpower against mine, as I'm spending another 3 willpower to cast Dominate on.
Awesome. He rolled a 19 and then a 12.
So his 12 is a success. It's barely a success. But my 7 beats his 12. So you see him like raising, he literally steps in front of Alora, raises his weapon to the knife, and then turns and begins to, and I give him, and as he's dominated, he takes an immediate action on my behalf. So I am going to have him, I can have him take a full action immediately and then like do something. So I'm going to just have him dash. So I don't know how far is he a 25-foot movement? Is he?
I don't have his.
Let me see what I have.
If you tell me, I'll add it to my sheet.
Yep. Let's see. Dakar should be. Why don't I have your movement, sir? I'm going to say him being armored and being a heavy, big brute orc. I'm going to just make a judgment call here without going into his his agility stats. I'm going to say it's a 25. So it's like it's 5 spaces. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's really close to one of Shoyebi's skeletons. And that's it. He's just going to rush. Okay. I'm just going to push him out. He just goes into the fray, into battle. And that's all I can have him do this turn. And then I need to track he did cast again. So there is some more willpower that needs to be. All right. Ooh, okay. Now I will move to Shoyebi. So he has like the 2 skeletons. There's one here on this side near Tathan, who's here. I know who's also running Tathan for today. It's up to you all. And then skeleton. Now I have the skeletons. They basically have them as daggers and archers, unless you want them to be melee based.
I think archers make sense.
Yeah.
For them, and I believe that Shoyebi was trying to get more archer skeletons.
And they're like, they're short bows. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess a quick question is that the priest that cast that armor and did the gauntlets, playing the gauntlets together, how far away is he?
You got more than enough space, because like these are this is less than 5. This is about 40, 45, 50. It's about 60 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I asked specifically for...
Because remember, the range on the stat in Dragonbane is meters. So when you could turn it to feet, you're rarely ever going to miss. Unless we're in a really big board, which...
Right.
But if you're asking for another reason, yeah, let me know. So you're definitely within range if... It is a Bane shot now that he has been completely... Like, the guys with the shields have, like, gotten really close. I'll still allow him to be targeted, but it's a Bane shot, so it's a straight roll right now.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to send the archers after him. I was actually going to say that Shoyebi has a spell, 40 feet range, that he could do to that guy.
Okay. 40-foot range?
Yeah.
So you'd have to move into the range, yeah.
Move in, yeah.
And Shoyebi is right here. I imagine his little guy's on his back, so Shoyebi's like right next to Karasi, who's right here. So he's a little out of the way where you can visually see him, but he's right there.
Okay.
If it helps you, he's about, like, depending on if he was trying to move into a 40-foot range, he would... So yeah, to get into 40, he's probably looking at moving here.
Yeah.
Like, into the open. He's putting himself out there a bit.
Because I assume that Karasi will probably go up and, ahead to, like, engage the actual... Which... I think it makes sense, because taking out the priest is important.
Mm-hmm.
So, goes up in the fray there. Get that 20 feet, so in range for... and there's enough line of sight that he can see the priest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And casting at higher power level is... Let's see, what does this do?
2 extra willpower per.
2 extra willpower per. Okay. And rank 2. So casting it would be at rank 2 would be 3 willpower, right?
At rank 2, if it would be it's 2, 4, 6. So the first time you rank 1 would be 2,
Gotcha.
rank 2 would be 4, and rank 3 would be 6 willpower.
Yeah. Okay, just getting this.
Yeah, I know the magic system is a little. It's so the quick and dirty is to think about it like it's a little confusing because there's ranks. It took me a while to get over this. Ranks are how powerful a spell is, but they have nothing to do with how you cast. They just let you know what level of like strength this spell is in the world of Dragonbane. Power level is how every spell, most spells can be cast in those 3 up to 3. And when we get the magic book, supposedly there's a new up to 5. But right now they max at 3. Every time you go up a level, it should tell you at the bottom of the spell how it gets stronger. And so basically every spell will either be 2 willpower, 4 willpower, or 6 willpower.
Okay.
And then rank is just arbitrary at this point. Like for you, it's just like rank just lets you know how hard it was to learn it, find it in the world, get a hold of it in the first place.
Gotcha.
Like a rank 3 spell will also require you to probably learn a spell or 2 before that to even get it.
All right. So in that case, spend 2 willpower to just the first.
That's just to cast it. Yep.
And this is going to be a corrupt blood pain. So the target is going to take 2d6 necrotic damage that negates armor and must make a successful will roll or suffer excruciating pain.
Add a d6.
And it'll be added an additional d6. The roll is made with a boon at power level 1.
Okay. Roll to see if you succeed. The 6.
Yes. So he has an 18 in his necromancy, so it just need to be.
Yep.
Whoops.
You cast it at what? You cast it at power level what?
1. It's
okay.
1, so that was a 5 on a d20 roll.
Okay. Success. I am going to respond and cast Magic Shield, which breaks the initiative, does not count as an action, does cost me willpower. I need to roll to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 7. That's a success. And I'm casting it. You cast it level 1. I'm gonna cast it level 1. It cancels. It's counter spell. Cancels the spell.
Okay. And
I gotta spin that.
And does Shoyabi have any more movement?
Yeah. 5, 20. Let's look at what his movement is. Hopefully it's correct here. Why don't I see his... It's funny, I don't even see the movement on his sheet. Oh, movement is 7 spaces, so you move 5, 10, 50. He could go here for 30, that would be 35, that'd be 7 spaces.
So you can get that extra 10,
yeah.
Right? 10 space.
10 feet, 10 feet in. Yep. And then my guy spent another 2 willpower.
Okay. The reason I asked this is because Shoyabi does have the feature Master Spellcaster can spend 3 willpower to cast 1 more spell. That's a different one.
Yep. So you could do that. This is what I did before. Yep.
And this time it's going to be...
There's a chance that he counters again. Yeah, as long as I have willpower.
As long as you have willpower?
Yeah. Well, certain
And he has
spells,
to-
because this spell, so Magic Shield is like the magical version of fast footwork. You could just keep countering spells as long as you have willpower.
And as long as he has enough willpower to pay it.
Long enough willpower to pay it, because it breaks initiative. It doesn't count as his action for the turn, and he gets to spend the willpower and pay it, and then he pays enough he can try to basically bring that. If he's willing to, he can either he can, whatever you cast it at, he can choose to pay enough to bring it to 0 or to just at least downgrade it. So he's paying the same amount of willpower in return. So your first one, you cast it at level 1, so all he had to do was cast it he had to spend 2 willpower to negate it. All he had to do was succeed on his roll and then cancel the spell. Like, I've had to do it in another game the other day where they cast their spell at level 2, so they spent 4 willpower. I had to succeed and spend 4 willpower to cancel their spell.
Okay. Well, he's going to have to spend 6, as it's going to be a 3rd level.
Okay.
Draining touch. Bonus.
Okay. And he needs at 40 feet. It's 40 feet.
Well,
okay.
I moved up 10 extra spaces,
yep.
so because it's 30.
Okay.
And first, I do need to make that d20 roll to see if it succeeds in the casting of it, which it does.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he doesn't have the willpower for this, or it takes all his willpower.
Do you succeed?
It does succeed.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to succeed. I'm gonna roll as well.
Does it?
That succeeds. It just makes it. Oof. It's draining touch. He does. It's what 2d. It's like 2d6. 2d6 plus it's probably 4d6.
Yeah, it does not not reduced by armor. So whatever he casts to protect himself does not matter.
I am gonna burn 8 willpower to cancel all of that. 20.
Okay.
20. Okay, he's got enough. So you see, like, this is like the battle. You see these wizards just like going toe to toe with like their moves and their muttering and spells back and forth between Shoyebi and him. Jeez, I mean, you're forcing. If it's any consolation, that's a lot of willpower to force me to use in one turn. But he'll take it. He'll use it.
I hope that stops him from doing anything else.
Yeah. After that, I'll show you all that fight, all that power. Nothing gets through. Both of them doing their twin spell cast in the first round. Camera pans over. Takula's there. What does he do?
I mean, I don't know that I can compete in this wizard business. But I do see Shoyebi moved up and is relatively exposed. And it's the 3 guards on each like wing.
There are 4 guards on this side that haven't gone yet. There are 1 has died, but there were 4 on this side, and then and then there's 2 here that are part of those groups. They can go on either of those. 1 guy didn't do anything, and 1 guy's a part of this group that hasn't gone. Yeah.
But yeah, Shoyebi, I think, is going to be in trouble if I don't help out. So they're going to string 2 arrows and spend 3 willpower to fire an arrow each at the 2 closest guards to Shoyebi.
Okay. Boom. It's over here.
I'm going to take that roll at Bane.
You can add a d6 to this, right? All damage.
To the damage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's succeeds. Yeah.
And
so to the closer one, let me roll the damage. D12 plus 2d6. It's gonna be 11 piercing damage.
Okay, I am. Before you roll, I actually.
Okay.
So you shot 2 shots, and both shots succeeded at both guards.
Yeah.
What was your? Actually, it doesn't matter what that is. I'm gonna try to parry.
Okay.
They're both gonna spend their action to parry. Actually, they're both going to use defensive. They're gonna cancel out they're gonna spend 3 willpower, and they're gonna get a free parry. They're just gonna try to parry this this round, and their parry is. Let's see, my guards are. It should be it's the same number as their sword. So I want to say it's 12, but let me make sure I'm right. Or they're short spears, so they are. They're 12. Okay. They're both gonna try to. One fails, one succeeds. One got a 7, so the closest one got hit. The second one blocked one of the arrows. And then how much you can still, for the one that blocked, you can roll damage. Well, actually, no, he has a shield. So actually, you can roll damage against the durability of the shield to see if you. Can a shield be damaged? Yeah, I think it can. Large shield is.
They all have durability, right?
Yep, everything has durability, so.
Large shield durability is. What is that durability? 18. 18,
so you'd have to do 18 damage to hurt the shield. That's the way you can if somebody parries with a. So here's the thing, with a ranged weapon, they need a special ability to actually parry with a weapon.
Yeah.
But with their shields, the fact that they're just using the shield, that's the strongest thing. So you can still roll for the damage if you want, if you think you can try to beat the shield. But other than
it's
that,
mathematically possible.
yeah. And then the first guy, he's gonna take that damage. So whatever you roll, yep.
Yeah, there's 11 piercing damage.
Yep. Okay, 11. So mine 11 minus is 3. So studded leather and then open helm. So 3. Yep. So
Okay.
so 8 points. He's still alive, but it's a hit to where you can tell it hurt him really bad.
For sure. Yeah. Let me see if I can get an 18 to hurt the other one's shield.
Yeah.
No.
Add a d6.
I did. Yeah. So that's that. Am I brave? Yeah, Jakula's gonna run up and be. I don't want to block the way. He'll be right behind Shoyebi. How about that?
All right.
So other melee fighters who we're gonna rush in there, I think.
Get in there.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, so it comes in. As this is all happening, who is next? From Takula to so Laura is she is still under the. Yeah, she would still, because the bad guy didn't get hit this round, so she will and I did have a little plank there, so she will move up onto the ship. She'll be behind she'll be kind of walking, she's not dashing, so she's just kind of mindlessly moving in the direction. As she ends her turn, Drell, you are up.
Try to break the hold on her.
Can who try to break it?
Alora.
Yes, whoever can roll for Alora will give me Bane, so it'll be a straight roll. I'll give a straight willpower check. And her willpower is going to be 8.
Colin, do you want to roll that since you were?
I think Colin,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
You can do it.
4.
That's a 4.
Okay.
Nice.
So she will, after moving and going through the entire action, she kind of comes to kind of bewildered, realizing she's on the ship, kind of panicking as some of these guards are like turning towards her. You don't know what they're saying or what's happening, but you can tell she's kind of looking panicked and frantic in the moment. So she's awake. She's aware. She's no longer under a spell. Drell, you are up.
All right. Drell is back there. Let's see which side. Let's have you go to the right side there.
You want to go where?
Towards.
So when I I would say it's my left, and then my
your
right,
left.
or
Yeah, your
my left. Okay, so he's going this direction.
Yeah.
Oh, also we didn't do anything with. Did we do anything with Shoyebi's skeletons?
Not yet.
You didn't want to do anything with them.
They,
you want-
well, I wanted to use them for the guards that were on.
Got it. So why don't we finish? Well, do you want to use them before Drell's turn, or do you want to? Since we moved out of order, I don't want to cheat you out of like not.
Let's let Drell do his.
Okay, so Drell,
Yeah.
yep. So your movement is what, 25? 20.
I think it's just 20.
20. Okay, 20. 20 gets you
Close.
here
God damn it.
or here. Yeah.
Uh,
20. Actually, no. 5 at a diagonal. 5, 10, 15, 20. It still doesn't get you because you're like 5 feet between you and this guy,
yeah.
but it gets you there. I'll move this back a little bit.
Yeah. There's nothing. I mean, I guess
You can also try to propose an improvised weapon. If I do say yes to it, if that is there, it will be gone for the rest of the combat. So, for example, last game I mentioned that there were a lot of loose bricks and ruins. So, like, there are like large rocks to pick up and throw. You could do that on this turn, but it will be gone, and then no one else could use that same ability. So, no one could do that same thing if you take that action.
I mean, if you can do something, better than not
Do
being
it.
able to do anything.
Yeah.
Add
I
a
mean, I have a
D6.
knife. I can just throw one of my knives.
You can also throw one of your knives and.
Are you like
nice.
super strong? Do you like fight with an axe or something normally?
What am
I have a battle axe.
Oh,
And
he's
which is
nasty.
speed, but I have a great
We
sword.
learned last game what he's capable of.
Right. So like,
Yeah.
We've been looking at Dakar, and it's really Drell
He's been
over
working
here.
out. Drell's been
really Drell.
working out.
It's really Drell.
Yeah.
Like this, he's just ridiculous.
So a dat or a knife, that is, you can throw it up to your strength scoring distance.
Yeah.
It's a D8 piercing.
So we were
Let's do
talking. One of my players in my Sunday game was trying to explain to someone what D&D combat is like in terms of, and they were like, just imagine every single D&D combat is directed by Zack Snyder. I was like, that tracks. That's exactly what it is.
I'm gonna grab one of my knives that I have equipped and
throw it.
just give it a
All right.
throw at its face.
Seeing the slick water and then rain. I mean, like the situation,
Yeah.
you're probably not getting that
Sure.
knife back if it
That's
misses.
fine.
If it
Fuck it.
misses. If it misses.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. But yeah, go ahead. Toss the knife.
Okay.
are you like throwing it at the
Guy right in front of him,
the
or who are you
Okay.
throwing it? Who are you throwing it at? Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
why
question.
are you throwing
yeah,
it
the
instead of the
lizard in
battle
front of me.
axe? That's the question.
You can't throw I don't think you can throw the battle axe. Well,
No,
yeah, he's not.
No, I'm not
No,
gonna
why
throw my
isn't he
battle
just
Went
axe.
as
pulling
far
out a
as he
battle
can.
axe?
Oh no, he doesn't
Fighting
have.
him
He,
as far
he
as he
doesn't. He
can.
doesn't
He
have
doesn't
the.
have
He
the
doesn't have the
reach.
movement. He doesn't have the reach. He's got a
Okay.
good 5 feet between this guy and him. He's not going to make it. Yeah, if you look at
Okay.
the space, he can't close the distance without dashing. So that's why he's choosing to use a dagger on this turn.
I failed. It looks like on my
Do you
knife.
want to push?
Yes, I am gonna fucking.
I will give you a condition.
Goddamn right. I'm gonna.
It sounds mad.
Yeah.
Drell is
Push it.
angry.
Is he angry? Is he angry?
Drell is very angry.
And
He feels the power of the battle.
What does
Battle
anger
cry.
do? What skills will anger affect?
That's intelligence.
Okay.
You do anger.
Okay,
Yeah,
that probably is good.
I'm
for
an
me.
idiot.
You don't need intelligence, do you? You just need rage
Not right
and
now.
strength.
Yeah, not right now. All right, so I push that. We're gonna do that again.
There's a bunch of angry people right now.
Yeah, I feel like it's catching.
And that is a
Started
success.
with the guy berserking.
It's a success. All right.
And then
I think a dagger is a D10. It's a D10 knife, or there's a D8 knife. It's a knife, or is it a
D8.
dagger? It's a D8.
knife.
Yeah, knife. Okay, D8. D8 plus your strength,
Bonus.
whatever your.
That's a D6, right? For your strength, because you're as strong as Dakar.
My strength is 16.
No, yeah. What's your strength bonus die?
Could be D6.
Is it D6?
I think.
Yeah.
I think.
It'd be a D6 and then added on to another D6. because
Yeah.
of the-
So I think it's
Yeah,
a
'cause
subtle
of the
weapon, so
strength.
you could use either the agility bonus or the strength bonus. So yeah,
All right, here's my.
Does it
D-
change if it's thrown versus?
that's what I need to read up on.
That-
But I know the subtle weapon allows you to switch it. This is why a rogue can use certain weapons.
Ah, god damn it! All right, my D8 was a 1, and then my
Okay.
2d6 is.
2d6s. Oh
This
yes,
one
because
is
of the
from me.
yep,
Her
yep.
bonus.
Bonus the buff.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's it's a beefy knife. A little bit better. 6 and 2, 8. So 9 overall damage.
9. All right, so 6 points of damage on that guy. Still alive, but hanging on.
Come on, lizard man, come get it.
Lizard
That's all I
man.
can do. Just do
Only
They're
lizard-
not
Jose thinks
actually
they're a
lizard
lizard.
No
man.
one's
Only
a-
people that
no
think-
one's lizard.
Only person that thinks they are is Osei.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
They're not
He's
actually.
Well, to
possessed
be
by the
fair,
sword.
he probably screamed it.
you probably
during the,
did. So
Yeah.
I'm just like.
Well,
yeah.
he's also
Sure, bud.
bleeding out of
Trying
his
to
chest. So
So he's another one's hit. Okay. Let's see. We got going here starting from Trail Karasi. You are up.
Rossi, the slowest cat reaction at the end of the party. Okay, she is going to cast her power fists.
Oh, say I think we were supposed to make you. It's so funny. It's like you started this thing, but like you're like the bottom of the
I'm actually last.
second to last. Yeah, he's last. Oh man.
Okay, come on, roll. I don't know why it's not rolling. Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Did
If
it
takes too
actually
long,
roll?
You might need
I'm-
to refresh the page.
That's what I just did. So let's see if this works.
It's
Yeah, it
rolling.
worked this time.
Boom.
Okay, I succeeded.
And what are you doing? Just are you
I'm just power fisting
power
up
fisting?
my three
Are you
levels
are
of
you
power
moving
fist.
anywhere?
Yes, I'm.
And you remember your
Running.
magical staff that you have now, but that has nothing to do with your power fist. But just a reminder that you got that last turn, the last
Yeah.
game. All right, and you're running.
So she's running. Let's see. Looking at the map. So she is. Is she off to one side at all?
She's just right here in the middle. So, and also for the sake of the way I did today's map, it's no different. This is 2 weeks ago's map. I just changed the perspective that you're looking at it. You were
Right.
before you were looking directly at the stat, and now you're looking between the two. That's all. So you're kind of in the
Okay.
same positions. So were you asking?
Okay. So is there a clearer path toward the ship?
Either
Left or
way,
right?
you got to go around either way towards the ship.
Maybe
So
go to the left. Her left.
okay. Yep.
And she's moving that way.
5 is 25 feet. How far is she? 7? How many spaces does she take?
She has a movement of. Should have probably put this. Let me see if it's on here.
7 gets her
He
here.
has a movement of 14.
So 7. Yeah, so she could be in front of Takula where these
That's
like
fine.
pile of rocks are. All right. Okay. She's power fisted. She's moved. All right. Let's see.
Can we say the skeletons go now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Both skeletons are firing ahead where the guards are blocking Shoyebi, Krasi, and Takula.
Where they're firing.
Yeah, the three guards there. 2 of them are going to fire the closest ones.
So these 2 skeletons are firing at who? They're on this side?
Yeah.
At these same 2 guys. Gotcha.
Same 2 guys.
Okay.
Yeah. And let me just check what their stats are for the bow. It's a 12.
It's a 12 to hit, and it's a D.
It's a D10, right?
Yep, for a short bow, because a D12 for a long bow. Yeah.
Okay. So we roll a D20. 12 is on the mark.
Yeah.
And then the second one that rolls is a 4. So both hit.
Okay.
And anything extra?
Nope, I'm not gonna respond. I'm out of those 2 are out of willpower, so.
Okay. And so D10 plus a D6.
Okay.
That's 10 piercing for the first guy.
Yep. So and he was the guy that got hit before, so 10. So he would have taken a 6, and that would kill him.
Okay.
I think. Wait, let's see. Yeah, that would kill him.
And the second guy will take 9.
9. He never got hit before. It's his first time getting hit. 3 off. So he'll take 6. First guy took. So you killed one and you hurt the other pretty bad. Nice.
All right, and then at that point we move on.
So then we move to. So at this moment, suddenly, let's see here. Suddenly the water's kind of like, the waves are kind of like crashing, and Karasi, you kind of feel you kind of feel that presence of shine, and at that moment you hear through the wind whipping around all of you, and then the melee and the madness. The mage says, man chooses to worship the gods, and to those they don't, they see as devils. So be it. Today Shine is your devil. And the water begins to whip. As out of the water, Karasi, you and your group on this side see this like female form appearing kind of in the water. And then another appears here.
No, thank you.
And then another appears here. These
Do we recognize what these are?
You are elementalism.
No, I'm mentalism and animism.
Mentalism and animism. So yes, I would say without clearly some kind of elemental water creature. Remember inside, I would say inside you saw the fire. You saw these things similar, but they were made of fire. These are like, they're appearing out of the water. I would say the most you'd understand is like, from a mage perspective, Like, oh, in D&D they're called water elementals and fire elementals, right? In Dragonbane, they have like a golem would be a earth elemental. This is a sylph would be wind. This is an undying, likely a water elemental. This one here, 60-foot cone hitting Tathan, Takula, Takarasi, and Shoyebi is going to cast Tidal Wave. So all the water in this section just rushes over you, trying to push you off into the sea and cause bludgeoning damage. This is a spell, so it cannot be fast footwork. Yeah, it can't be dodged. It's just does it now. A elemental can cast a spell through a particular mage. Now these things are being summoned by God, but I will tell you, above board, they're draining on the power of the mage to do this. So it's going to be the spell Tidal Wave, which I thought I put down, but if I did it, let me pull it up really quickly. So, tidal wave. You summon a great wave for water source. The source within range. The area of effect starts at the source, but not at yourself. All untethered objects and creatures in the area effect are pushed 2d6 meters away from the water source and suffer the same amount of bludgeoning damage. Each additional power level increases the number of dice by 1. I'm going to do this at level 2. So 4 willpower. So I'm gonna roll 3d6. So 14 meters. What is that roughly in feet? I hate having to do this conversion math. So 7. So they'd be like 30. So they're gonna be. So all 3 of you are gonna take. Oh, now here's the thing for this, because it's water, it's bludgeoning. I'll allow your armor works for this, but pretty much the wave just throws them into the ocean. They just get like pushed overboard. You still have swim, so unless you're wearing like plate armor, it's not gonna make you drown or anything like that. You guys just got thrown overboard. The water pushes you out, and that's it. So, and so 14 points of damage for Tathan. One of the skeletons. All of them, yeah.
So did we get pushed from the middle out or the outside in?
So you got pushed. So you got pushed all that direction. So I've put you all outside in the water. So I'm not, I'm not gonna push you off the board. So I basically pushed you all to the edge of the space that I have here.
Okay.
That might have killed my skeletons. I don't know if that Tathan would have taken 14. I think he might have studded leather. What do you got? Who's running Tathan? Anybody? Who?
I might have been running Tathan, but I don't have any information on him because I'm not at home.
Oh, gotcha. He would be. He's got studded leather, so it's a 2. So he's gonna take 13 points. So 14, so 12 points, right? And
so any skeleton that got caught up in that would die, by the way.
Yeah, so one of the skeletons is out. Tathan is going to take 12 points. I don't know if that puts him down or not.
How many did he start with?
I'm looking at him right now on mechanics and view. He's at 15 hit points.
Okay.
Armor, right?
So he's alive. So he's got 3 points left. And then the rest of you, whatever you, yeah. So you're all just kind of splashed down in the water and are working your way. I am going to. Don't have that kind of willpower check to do, so I'm going to cast one more. Just going for it here. So that was running out of willpower here. So that was 14.
I hope that was so much.
The second one of them is going to cast a tidal wave. So it, like, this one reached out and tidal waves onto Allura, and then spins that another 2. And you see the water rush across the deck of the ship. And then as it washes away, Allura's gone. The third Undyne will meet our dwarf on the shore. I mean, on the and will. She is pretty hot. It's just gonna do its regular attack. So Eddie, this will hit automatically. It can be dodged. It is a wet embrace. It inflicts 1d6 per. Ooh, Jesus. These Undynes were cast at power level 3, so it will do 3d6 damage. If you do not evade it, it will do 3d6.
So did he essentially cast 3 Undyne?
No, the Undyne were summoned by Shine.
Okay, but I thought he did that through the mage.
The tides, the spell, tidal wave was cast, but it's drawing on the mage's willpower.
Right. I just didn't know if he used the mage to cast Undyne to summon them.
He did not.
Okay.
The creatures were not summoned by the mage.
Can I do a? Hey, do you mind muting your?
Yeah, someone's got. I'm getting a lot of chatter in the background. I don't know whose chatter. It's someone's having some crosstalk in the house.
Can I do a monster dodge parry, or does it have to be an evade?
It can be well, it's not a, because it's a wet, it's a water, it's not a, it would have to be an evade. It couldn't be a parry because it's not a melee attack.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you have fast footwork, or do you?
I do not have fast footwork.
Then you can't parry this.
Okay, so I will do my evade.
But you already took your turn, right?
Oh.
So you cannot evade this.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Well then, let the warm embrace of the cold.
8 points of water of bludgeoning damage is what I think it's listed as.
Damn. All right.
So your armor still works on this. Just remember, it's not like magical.
It does. Okay. So then I have a great
I'm sorry. Water. It says here, armor has no effect. 8 points.
Piece of shit.
8 points.
All right. Where's my health here?
All right. All 3 water folks are done. This followed by the guards, group 2, 5, 10, 25. They're gonna dash, which brings them close to. They're just pretty much rounding the corner, getting closer to our maniacal Knoll friend. I mean, Heineken. And then it's Osei's turn. They don't. So they just dashed around to get within striking distance, and Yeah, that was a lot, but that's all I got.
All right. Closest enemy, closest lizard folk. How far is that?
Closest lizard folk, like 5-10 feet would be engaging right there.
Battle cry, this fervored rush as the blade comes at him. And just checking something real quick, is there another one beside him?
What do you mean?
Is there two enemies next to each other?
If he wants, he could just easily move so that there are. That would be yes. Okay. If you would move into that space, then there would be.
All right.
And you notice by the way, you notice it's not your typical Shoyebi Osei miniature that I'm using. Because I'm just using it more of a that's why, and not his flowing garments, but in his more berserk nature, using a null miniature for him. This room. All right, so what is that? By getting them two beside each other, where you're trying to do something that? Oh, is it the berserk ability that?
Double slash is the one.
Got it.
3 willpower. So if there's two enemies within 2 meters with a single slash, I roll an attack roll for attack once, and if it succeeds, both enemies are hit. The enemies can parry and dodge the attack individually. Damage is rolled separately.
Okay, they can parry and dodge. They've already used their. They've dashed this turn, so they don't. The first two. Well, one guy died, so one guy has, because each of them has a number of willpower, so he could try to. Would he to do defensive? Well, he already dashed, so I'll allow you. Yeah, go. So go ahead and make your attacks first, and I'll decide if
okay.
One of them is going to have to take it, no matter what. One guy may be able to use willpower because he's got one has willpower.
So the one attack succeeds on a 7.
Yep. Okay, so I'll treat that as the guy who takes it.
And a damage roll for both of them, as we are going to...
Oh, so you have to roll once, and then you get to roll 2.
Only one attack. So he attacks one guy, and it can hit 2 enemies.
The damage can hit 2 enemies. Got it. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
I'm not gonna spend anything. I'm gonna just let this happen.
Okay. And it is a short sword plus the d6. So 1d10 and a d6 for 13 slashing on the first one.
Jesus. So with his 3, that's 10. Yeah, that guy is gonna go down. So it kills one.
And then in that same slash as the follow through, that one will take 12.
All right, he's done. You killed 2.
Yeah, fuck him up.
As this wild slash takes out 2, and just frothing out the mouth as the last guy standing there on the bridge sees this.
Jeez. So that would affect his morale a bit. So wait, the damage was 10 and what?
So it was in total, it was 13 and 12.
13 and 12. Okay, so yeah, then 13, 12. So let me just make sure I get. All right. Jeez. And then 12. Nice. All right, so slowly weakening the group as Osei, and like, so what is it? What is the group? Is there anything you want to add to it? I mean, like, that's the damage you see. Killed 2 people in one. I mean, it's not our typical Osei that we typically see. And then, like, what is there anything that you want to add to that, like flare wise?
I mean, you hear the and the savage nature there.
Yeah.
I would say for the others that are washed up on or like in the water, they would just see one of the bodies just like flop to the side with this like big cut in like their stomach.
Yep.
They're just bleeding.
Let's see. Only thing we're about to go into a new round, unless Tathan's the only person I think didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, he's the last one.
Did Tathan want to try to react? So normally whoever's running Tathan can use him on their turn. I don't know who wants to. It was still Deborah said she normally runs him, but she doesn't have him. That's what it was. I'm sorry. So many things happening. So if I have Tathan, what does he have? What can he do? So right now he could spend his turn either getting out of the water and then trying to get back to shore, and then that could get him, because he should have had his turn before he went out the water, allow you to easily make him way back, and he can strike. He has a short sword and a dagger.
I think he would use his sword to attack that one that's right there.
Yep. Also remember,
would he get the D6?
He does get it. It's an extra. And remember, if you're in alchemy, if you're not in alchemy, no worries. But if you do, you can. Why can't I play? That's weird. Tathan. Oh.
What are his swords? What's his sword's number?
That's strange. Oh, because I'm already playing him. His situation is, his equipment is.
No, his skill.
Oh, his skill is he's got fast footwork and
as far as his sword's skill number.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, his skill number is 14.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a 14, which is sneaking on mine, and we'll call that. Oh, he is so. It's just horrible. He rolled a 20.
Oh. So with a demon, which you cannot ever push a demon, is he's like trying to climb out of the water. He swings and slips, and he goes prone, and is like, slides, and he's like holding himself as he slides back into the like barely into the water. That ends his turn, as he's just like still trying to climb out there. I won't do that. Okay, so then top of the round, Alora is not on the deck of the ship, so we skip her. Karasi, you are
okay. So Karasi's in the water.
Yep.
So I'm assuming her turn is taken getting out of the water.
So basically, when you swim, based on swimming rules, you move your Now the waters are kind of rough, so I'm not gonna force any kind of like. I think Karasi's nimble enough to where there's no problem with the swimming. So if she's just moving back, fine. Where's she trying to go? Is she trying to attack this guy? Is she trying to go somewhere else?
I think she's trying to go toward the ship, but is there anybody in range that she can attack?
All right, so swimming, if she were. All players are decent swimmers. In the water, your movement rate is half your normal rate. So she's 7 movement rate on land. So she's about 4. Let's round up. She's 4 spaces in the water. 2, 4. 4 gets her on the land. If she's not going to be able to attack anyone unless she dashes because of the swimming. So she could just get on the water and attack this guy.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, she successfully hit him.
Okay.
Do power fists.
Add a D6.
Yep. I'm going to be adding 3d6, so 46 plus a d4. And then a normal brawling is that what, a D6 as well?
Your regular fist is a D6. Yep.
Okay. So D6 plus 1 for her plus 3 for my. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there we go. 25 points of damage.
Yeah. I mean, like what? He's just like smushing this guy, like his spine snaps as he flies off into the water. Unless you have like another way of how we see him go into oblivion. Yeah, he doesn't have a chance. Oh, what happened? Hello?
I was waiting for that
there we
nuclear.
go.
Oh no!
She hit so
I think
hard
I'm
that
back.
the screen
I crashed.
Oh,
but I'm back.
welcome
Oh
back.
no.
I was about to accept the nuclear blast about to come through my window.
I thought we won for a second.
Yeah, the power fish just blew the screen off.
Jeez. Let's see. This should put it back right. Okay. So yeah, you blew me out. Yeah, you blew me completely out of Zoom with how devastating that was. I'm back.
Okay, so
I'm back,
she's
but
gonna
he's
be-
not.
She's
He's
gonna be doing
dead.
death saves if she gets hit by another tidal
Oh,
wave.
also,
We'll see.
Osei, you were supposed to give us a death roll on your
Did
turn.
it already.
Oh, we did. You got a success?
No.
Oh, we got a fail. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
Ooh.
Okay, he's got one. So yeah. Oh, I take it maybe you weren't sharing it outward, or I don't know if you were like, if you want to do that way, you just let me know where we're at. Now remember, here's something for everyone to understand, because I want people to understand because it's very easy to be like, oh well, he's dying. If this was another, because the way I've like set this up, I want you to make sure you know your options available. It's no different from if someone else was fighting through death. If they're fighting through death and making death rolls, which anyone can do in this game, you can heal them with a healing check or a healing magic to put them, above board and give them hit points. Just know that. And maybe that's not the most important thing to do here with those. I'm just letting you know. I don't want you to not know what you're capable of doing. Is if someone wanted him to stop making death rolls, they could either try to bandage the wound or try to heal him, or they could cast a healing magic. So just letting you know. Yep. Otherwise he keeps making those checks. One failure.
Yep.
All right, so he's one failure so far. It is the mage. His turn. He has used so much magic, but it just shows you how powerful he is, and the amount of magical currency this one figure has. He is going to cast at power level 2, dominate again on our boy here. And I'm going to need a willpower check from Dakar. Is he still getting a? It's not a boon anymore. Wait, yeah, it never was. Actually,
It's not a boon.
It's not a boon because you didn't do to do.
I
Yeah,
gave everyone
you gave
a
everyone a
D6
D6
so that they could be
Got it.
more damage. Yep.
What's great about this is if I beat him, he's gonna get to use that D6 on someone else. But
Does he still count as an
He's
ally?
not an ally.
oh no,
then,
he
is
doesn't count. He doesn't count as an ally. You're right. You're right. You're right. Fair enough.
Okay, willpower. Just a straight, or do you need a?
Him with his willpower is an 8.
Well, no. Do you need 2 rolls or just the 1 roll?
Just the 1 roll because it's not at Bane. I get it at actually.
It's a straight roll because you did power level 2, right? Or level 2.
Oh,
Because
great.
I think you get a boon if you do power level 1 to try and resist it.
So I get the boon if it's it's what it is it is magic shield. So dominate again is, you think I would know this by now. Okay, against a victim's, you get oppose roll against a victim's willpower. The power level 1, you get a bane. At power level 2, you roll normally. So I rolled normally. And at power level 3, you get a boon. So I rolled normally and I passed, but who knows if I get lower than what he rolled. and I rolled a 14. So that passes for my magical. I mean, sorry, I just get my willpower. That passes my willpower, but I don't know if that beats what
Okay, let's see what
Dakar can roll.
A 7.
A 7, and that is a lower than an 8. So Dakar fights through.
Oh
All
my
right.
God.
Oh,
Nice.
Like
nice.
shrugs it off and just growls at him.
Good shit. Let's see. Then I will. That's it for the. Do I go for anything more?
Use all your willpower. That's fine. Nothing bad ever happens when you use all your willpower.
Yeah, he's gonna call it there, and then that puts us at drill.
Excellent. All right. Well, I guess I can't bypass that water thing to get to the.
You could always. I mean, here's the thing:
Without
you
getting
can
hit.
You can jump into the
Can we
water and
attack
swim.
those water
You can.
things?
They are very physical. They are combatants on the field.
Should have attacked one of those.
Yeah, I'll attack the
Undyne.
that water. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Undyne there.
And
My great sword here. Let's give it a go.
is it a magical weapon at all?
Oh.
Just ask.
That might no
Yeah.
relevance, right?
Oh, god damn it. No, I don't think it is. No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, just checking. Sure. Just checking. That is a success.
No, he whipped out the book.
Yeah, I know. That's not good. Oh, I gotta do something. Come on. Oh, shit. Well, even if that's halved, that's 18 damage.
18. Okay.
What you gonna do? You gonna spritz a little water on me?
So as you go swinging your blade at this thing, swoosh, it like you cut through it and the water just like collapses and the thing just splashes down in water, like it's kind of like just like the water just collapses around you, and you hear like a hiss, and then it appears out here, like away from you, but like weaker than it was before, and it appears to like kind of absorb itself, kind of go back into the water.
Mal, if
Yes.
you're playing music still, I
Yes.
don't hear anything.
Ah, that's good to know. What happened there?
Well, Zoom
Oh,
stopped,
when it
so
crashed.
maybe-
Thank you. That's what happens. I get to reshare audio. Boom. So come back now.
There we
Oh,
go.
we're back.
Nice. So yeah, so that one just receded back into the water. One of them is gone. There you go.
Great.
So all intents and purposes, it seems like you killed that one. And just,
Great. I kick my little boot and I kick the water to the guy in front of me and then passed her.
Who's next? We are at Kira.
Does someone want to trade with me so we can keep the D6?
We could. The last one on the turn tracker is Takula, if you want to like be the last one in line.
Also,
do you
before
think,
Kira
Kira?
goes, Karasi, did you want Tathan to do anything this turn?
Oh yeah. So
Sorry.
where is he located?
He's right
On this
here,
map?
pulling himself up. He's like standing
Okay.
right there.
Can he reach the one in the water? Can he reach the one on the opposite side? Yeah.
There. He can strike
Yeah.
down. He can stand on the stone bricks. Yes, I'll allow that.
Okay.
And he can strike down on that one. Yeah.
Okay. He is going to do that. And so that's a 14 again. So I will find the 14. There he goes. Roll better this time. He rolled
That is
another 6.
Seriously.
He fell back in the water.
Oh my
What
god.
is going on?
Swag
Fucking
18.
guy.
20.
Wait, he rolled another demon?
Yes.
You rolled 2 demons.
Bro.
Oh.
You guys see this in alchemy, right?
Yeah.
I do.
It's on my sneaking. Maybe I need to use a different skill.
Yeah, so as he swings at her, she just like parries and just drags him down into the water, like in front of her.
Oh my gosh, Tathan just is not having luck today.
Oh man. That is end of Tathan's turn. Back to Kira. Maybe I should have left
Wait.
Did you want
Tathan
to
where he...
switch?
End of
Oh,
Tathan.
yeah,
I want to switch
You wanna
with
switch.
Colin, yeah?
Got it. Switching with Colin, with Takula, who is... So that would put... So I'm not going to... So Kira, Takula's going. And so remind me, because later on what I'm going to do is I'm going to say Takula at the end of the round, and it's going to be
And
Kira.
that'll be me.
Okay, got it.
That's fine.
Yeah. Takula wants to get out of the water.
Yep. So you move half your speed in the water. So whatever I think you were 7 before. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like to get you right here. That gets you out of the water. Unless you want to dash and continue to move. But yeah,
No. So that's my whole movement, just getting out.
just getting out.
Okay. And yeah, let's. That wave was really bad. Takula's looking rough as he like pulls himself up and like dripping wet, looks miserable, but also very angry as he's going to. Let's see. Can you pull the camera out wider?
Yeah, I can. Let me help you. I mean, I can even do a little bit, boom, do a little bit better than that, and I'll pull it out.
Oh, okay.
Does that help a little bit?
Yeah, so there's just one Undine.
One, yeah, there's one. Yeah, there's only one.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's his focus. So he's gonna shoot the Undine. Yeah, let's do it with 2 arrows. Use 3 more willpower.
Okay.
And you did just see that pull. Is that the one that pulled
Tathan in?
Tathan in?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Do those. Oh, that's a 19.
Ooh.
And I
You
can
could
push,
push
that, though, right?
because it's not a demon. You could push it,
Yeah.
but
Let's also be angry.
oof.
Yes. Let the hatred fill you.
So that's another roll at Bane, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's the
Hatred!
16, which
Success.
gets it.
Nice.
All right. So let's roll that 2d12 and 3d6? Is that
Oh.
right? Because it's
So
2
it's
arrows?
2 arrows.
arrows.
You get one
Yeah.
additional d6 to damage from Kira.
No. When you did a twin shot, right?
Yeah.
When you get twin shot, you don't get to roll for both arrows. You get one roll, but that damage counts for both. Oh, because you're doing it on one
On
target.
the same thing? Yeah.
Oh, I don't think twin shot is it good for the same target? Because
I thought so.
do you get to roll 2 separate shots? Does it say you get to roll two separate damage? Because I felt like the language says one roll. I know that probably wouldn't. That I would have tried. I'm gonna give it to you because like it wouldn't have been any point to give you
It
Bane.
does say that
You get 2.
the arrows can be directed at the same target or 2 different target.
And then
Damage
you-
is rolled separately.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, clarified. Thank you. So yeah.
Cool.
So that means it's 2. Yeah, so it's 2 separate. Yep, go for it.
Yeah. So it's 23 piercing damage.
23. So let me make sure I
Plus
go.
your d6 from Kira.
Is that
That's
with
including that.
including that 26? Halved. We are still looking for my. 15. So a lot of good damage. The creature is hanging on, like still, like takes the arrows, kind of like the 2 arrows like hit it, kind of like hit that magical component of it. Kind of the water breaks apart momentarily, but begins to kind of reform that like spectral kind of watery elemental female woman. Still there, but hold on.
All right.
Is Tathan underwater, or is
yes,
he
Tathan's
just
underwater.
being held?
Yikes.
So we've done where are we at? Takula's gone. Oh yeah, because I swapped with Kira, so now we're Dakar. Or like, unless Kira, yeah, because Kira, Dakar goes. What do you want to do? Oh no, it's not Kira's turn, so it's not Dakar's turn.
Yeah,
so then it's the guard's turn, who will. I'm gonna have these guards rush. And they will. They're fighting. They are going to strike out. And there's 3 separate strikes towards Drell. First strike is a 14. That's a fail. Wait, why are they being rolled? 12. Okay, target 12. So that second one's a success. And the third one is a success. So with the short spears, we're looking at D10, which I don't know if I have their damage here. So they have spear damage. So one will take a 1.
Yeah, bitch.
And wait, hold on. 4, 1 and 4. So hold on, those are 2 separate rolls. Plus, what does it doesn't take found is the D4. So that first one should have took 1, should be 2. So
2.
that first one's going to be nothing. The second one was 4 plus another D4. 4. So 8 for that one. For that guy. So minus whatever your armor is.
My armor is 2.
This guy is going to throw this one who's part of this group. Oh shit, where are my archers last round? I don't think my archers got a shot last round. So I did skip them. They will have to go twice this round. I'm going to throw spear. Strength would be. So it'd be your strength, which their strength is about 10. So they could throw it 30 meters. So 30 meters is like it's over 60 feet. So they should be able to throw. So this guy's gonna throw a spear at Kira. And that's a hit. For D10 plus D4. 4 plus 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh, ow.
And then followed by the next group of all my guards are in the same. This round they're all like back to back. Second, it's only one guy on this group left. He's gonna throw his spear at Takula, and same thing, trying to hit a 12. That's a success. 10 followed by D4. 9. 13.
That takes down
points.
Takula.
Oh shit, what's your armor?
1.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, so they no longer have spears. These two guys on the ship, no spears, gone. One of the archers will take a shot at. I'm gonna skip that last round. Maybe they were like too busy. I'm gonna take a shot at Kira. That's a success. So D10 4 plus D4 6 points.
Kira's down.
How is she down? Oh my god!
What do you mean? How is she down? I had 10 points
Wait
to start
a minute.
this game off.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
You
I
can
have 2 points right now.
You can use your action to dodge, to evade,
Yeah.
to prevent yourself from going down. Since you aren't going to get a turn if you go down.
You will. Yeah. Normally I have to do it before I roll damage, but yes, you do have that ability. So I'll allow it if you don't.
Yeah.
It will,
I
if
think
you wanted to spend your action, then I'll. Yeah. Yeah. Just in the future, you have to do it before I roll damage.
I didn't know. Okay. Sure. Better than being dead. Okay.
Also toppling, I meant to. So remember, I keep talking about how the ground is wet. If you have, I think like Drell, you have your battle axe is a toppling weapon. Toppling weapons could also send your opponents into the water.
Yeah.
Just another thing. Yeah, when they get hit by it. In this particular scenario.
Okay.
All right. Who's next? Last shot is going to go for the monk. That's a fail. So they missed the monk, the last archer shot, and missed. All my guys, Shoyebi's up, followed by the Undying.
This is bad. This is real bad.
Find your plan together.
So he's still in the water.
Yeah.
So he has to get up onto shore.
He can cast in the water. He can stay swimming. He can swim, and there's nothing that says you can't. You can't take ranged attacks, and I think melee attacks are a bane while swimming. Don't think there's anything that says he can't cast while in the water.
But he's on the other side, and does he have any visibility?
If he used to swim, because remember he swims half his speed, so even if he spends 3 spaces, he'd be able to see. Well, it depends on who he's trying to see. If he's trying to see on the boat, I think he could see. If he's trying to see like enemies on this side of the field, can't see anyone here, right? Can't see any of this, but he can see. He has visibility to the ship, if that helps.
Okay. The priest still in view.
He has visibility to the priest.
Priest already took his turn.
Priest had this round.
Yeah, he has.
He has.
'Cause he went. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Spend last of that willpower, because not gotta take him out, and we'll do bone chill because
Okay.
it's very desperate now.
Priest is not responding with anything, so whatever you do, if you succeed, you're doing it.
Okay, that is going to be 5d6 going his way of necrotic.
Oh shit.
Technically plus a d6 if you haven't already.
That is including the d6. Because his power level 2 gives its 4d6, and then added with the buff. Just send it all. Send it all. 22 necrotic goes through any armor.
Jeez. So he'd have 10. Jeez, yeah, he's and so describing that like he is you again you've seen when Shoyabi does this to creatures, and you watch suddenly as the even with the stone skin on him, like he starts to like shrivel, like become emaciated, because the way this wizard is dressed, he's like his like upper torso is like he's like completely like showing his like he's like a monk, like he has like a loincloth, more like a robe, like his bottom half is all covered, his upper half is more like he's lean. He's got a long white beard. He has this kind of strange kind of leather like cap, and he's got now here's the thing, they're not, I remember I described them as metal, but essentially you can't really cast through metal. They have like very light studs on them that allow his strength to cast through. So that's more so for flair. So you hear that clanging whenever he casts. But his body begins to shrivel, and so you see some of that scone skin falling off as he kind of looks emaciated for a moment. That hurt a lot. Another hit or two could easily kill him with that amount of damage done.
Well, that was all the willpower that Shoyabi had, so.
Yep. And then how much movement is he trying to move to the shore? I mean, to the rock? Or is he staying?
I think he's going to like brace against the wall, so.
Yeah, so you just get him to the wall. To the next turn, he can try to pull himself up. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeez. They're followed by the Undyne is gonna go, then Osei, then Kira, before ending this turn. It's almost 11. How are you all doing? Do you all want to finish this combat? I kind of want to finish it, but I want to check in with you all. I think it might go another round, so I want to see, do we have another round in this? What do y'all want to do? Votes.
Finish it.
Finish it. Okay, I'm here for it. Just making sure. So maybe if this round will take a. Does anybody need a break after this round? Should we take a, or should we just keep going? How are we feeling?
Just go for it.
Keep going. Okay, nice.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm just making sure. Just checking in with y'all. All right. So, Undyne is. So you see that creature as like those arrows hit it so hard, like see like the magical kinetic energy flowing through the water for a second, and it seems to anger the one, like the face, the spectral becomes like almost something horrific for a moment, and you see Tathan come up for air, and as he comes up out of the water, the way she just kind of goes down to embrace him, and both of them disappear beneath the water. Tathan will take. Oh shit! No, that's not. That wasn't what I wanted to roll. 1, 2, 3, 5 points of bludgeoning, and that should put him down because I think he had like 4.
He had 3.
3. The armor won't help here because it's a drowning move. So, so yeah. So you see, so pretty much the Undyne disappears beneath the ocean with Tathan. Now, as that is happening, we move to Kira.
Okay, Kira doesn't have her turn because she evaded, but Dakar.
Oh yes, that's true. So then Dakar has his turn.
Is Dakar in this like front edge kerfuffle with all these other large people?
Yeah, so he was approaching, and then he's immediately turned around because he didn't get dominated. So he was rushing towards you all as his enemy, and now he turns around and they're like jumping, Drell right here, so he can come in and help.
Can he fight without moving?
Yeah.
To these guys?
He's within.
I would love to use massive blow, which requires me not to move.
Yeah, he can do that.
It deals an additional D8 damage.
He could do that.
But technically, Kira's turn technically passed, so he wouldn't get that additional D6.
He would get the
right?
extra additional D6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the great sword. Just the 2d10. No, sorry, I should know this. Do I have to roll swords, right, to see if it hits?
Yes. Oh, say, did you make
Okay.
your second turn and have to make a death roll? Did you?
My turn got skipped.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Oh, so
okay.
you next? Your turn got skipped.
Yeah. It was actually now that I look at the turn count.
It was supposed to be
He also-
say after Undyne. Okay.
You
So-
also have
I will wait.
skeletons.
And you also have
Oh.
skeleton.
There's one skeleton, but we'll finish up.
We'll go to Raptor because you probably won't
yeah.
be attacking the same group anyway. So,
Okay.
well, actually, he might be trying to get over there. So I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll-
What you
we'll
want.
finish-
You
we'll
wanna
finish.
Go first, Ose?
My bad on skipping you.
It's all good because
no,
if he
no,
goes before Kira,
Yeah.
then he gets the D6.
That's true.
Yeah, so-
Okay. Let's so closest enemy that Ose can see.
Closest enemy that Ose can see. It's funny with all that bloodlust, everybody like just ran past. So funny, everybody saw him going. Everybody was like, "No, we gotta go." Like, his closest enemy is gonna be this group over here for melee. Cause the ship is the closest other enemies, I would say. So he's looking at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50 feet to get to them, and probably this. 60 feet, 60, 65 feet to, more like 70 feet to get to them because you got to go up the ramp. Unless he leaps, he could probably leap over from here. So he's 50, 60.
Okay. I think either way, he's not going to have enough movement to reach either one. He only can move 10 spaces. Well, actually.
So that 10 spaces, if he dash, would be full 10 spaces. If he's walking, be 5. So he's. So 10 gets him like right about here.
Yeah.
And
Let's
then
do
10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, he's right here. 1, 2,
Let's,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I'll give it. Gets him right there.
Let's do high or low because he could go. I think he could go either way. So
Okay.
1 through 9.
Uh huh.
1 through 10 is him going down to where the guards are, and 11 through 20 is where the ship is.
Okay.
He's going to the ship,
Going to the ship.
and he's dashing.
Okay. Rushing towards the ship. Stop him as he's running in. All right, running.
And the last skeleton will fire 1 bow shot at the nearest guard that's been trying to stab at Drell.
Okay.
As a 16, which is a miss. So,
Oh, okay.
thanks for that. Back to Dakar.
Yep, the car.
Massive blow. Which does something. Okay. Oh, it just adds a d8. Okay. So, I have to roll below a 16. A 4, so he hits. And then we'll do 2d10. No. Hold on. Yeah, great sword, 2d10. Hang on.
How much? All right.
Okay. 12, 17. 17.
17 points of damage.
Onto whoever the heck is closest.
So let's go here. Well, that's gonna kill one for sure. Kills the first guy. Goes down. Leaves. There's literally a few of them left. Good stuff. As he just bodies that guy. I mean, blood splashes mixing with the water that's splashing over as everyone tries to kind of continue to keep their footing on this slippery space, gravel, rock, whatever. Good shit. Another one is down.
Oh yeah.
Dakar. As Dakar takes another one out, we move to. That's it in a round.
Is Alora gonna act?
Alora is not on the board.
She got swallowed by the water a while ago.
So what you do notice at the top of the round, the guards are going to act. The guards that are on up the you hear some mumbling from the wizard as these are being the planks are being kicked off into the water, and the ship. Let me see where I can see the board. I just realized I had us in this view for a while. Let's give us a pulled back view. All right. So as they kick the planks off, this ship starts to drift and move away this round. Not much, but like 10 seconds worth of, you can see they're like starting to move.
So they do not have the horn. Are they leaving without the horn?
They're leaving.
Okay.
Are you checking yourself for the horn?
I mean, I have the horn in my bag. Are you saying they pickpocketed me?
Karasi goes for her horn. It's gone. She flashes back to when the wave hit and the water pushed her down, and the Undines took the horn off of her. Guards will these will attack Drell. That's a fail. Second one. That's a fail. Both of them not striking. Guards that keep. They're not the archers, so they can't. And then the archers don't go. So then Karasi, it's your turn. There are two people down, right? So Takula's down. There's Takula's down and Kira's down, right?
Can she get to the ship?
Kira has 2 hit points.
Oh, Kira has 2 hit points. Okay, so she's not down. So what made us think she went down? Did she go down? And then
she used her turn to evade, so she wouldn't go down.
Got it. So she has 2. So, so Karasi would be. This is 30 feet here, 35, 40, 45, 50, and that's with an acrobatic leap. 50 would get her on the ship if that's what she's trying to do.
I think that's what she's trying to do.
So it's a dash with an acrobatics check. She's potentially separating herself if the party, because we got Takula's down. If the rest of the party can't make it, she's very nimble. She might be separated. So she's got power fists up. I know she's really strong. So she could decimate everybody on the ship for all I know.
How many can she see on the ship?
So
we know the mage is there.
I told you there were at least 20. You so far have dealt with 12 of them. So there's crew members. What I've kept is everyone else is just a crew member on the ship that's been like tending to the ship and not fighting. They haven't been forced to like grab a melee weapon and to fight back. So there are more people other than the wizard. I'd say there are like 5 others on the ship. So right now in traditional, she sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're looking at 10 folks on the ship.
But do you think she should go for it or should she stay? Because they're going to get away with everything. I think she would run and go for it. Maybe a bad decision, but I think that's what she would do. So okay. You said an acrobatics check?
Yep, acrobatics check. And no bane to it, just her, because she's a monk, so it's not going to be for her.
She succeeded.
Yep, so she lands facing off. I mean, this is like dire, like two guards armed with longbows, two archers armed with garbles, 2 guards with those heavy shields up, and then the surprised monk priest behind her. Both of them monks, kind of bringing up his fist, some of his stone skin breaking off. He almost surprised that she would even take this, this leap of maybe it's a leap of faith, maybe it is foolishness. It is heroic. Might be stupid, but it's heroic. What is she doing? What do we see as she lands there? Is there anything stylish that you want to add to this, or anything you want to say to them as she kind of rises and faces them on the ship?
I think when she lands, I think she stands up and says to them, she has her sort of fists up and she says, "Give us back what we have taken. You are not going to take her from us and give us back the horn." So she's just mad.
Yeah. And so and in that moment, the monk priest has his fists up. He just smiles and opens his hands, almost as to go for a hug. We're gonna cut away from that because there's a lot of other shit that's still happening here. We're at Takula, right? You making a death roll?
Yeah, I'm making a death roll. That's against Con, right?
Against Constitution, yep.
Success.
Good shit. I also did learn something. You cannot push death rolls. So something I read recently, just so y'all know. Can get boons to them, banes to them, that kind of thing, but you cannot push them. So good stuff. Takula's got a success. We see swimming in the darkness there. Kira still with 2 hit points. What does she do?
That we're not already through a round, are we?
We're at the top of a new round, right? This is a new round, so it's like a completely new order. So she's up right now.
Oh my gosh. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would a round rest help a felled ally? Like someone who's doing death saves, would a round rest help them, or do they have to be healed? Because I can force a round rest on all of us.
Ask that question again. Would a round rest do what?
So I have a spell basically called Gather Resolve, which counts as an immediate round rest for all allies.
Yep.
Without losing an action.
Yep.
They can.
Just gonna give them D6 willpower. If you get the best part of the performance, they get the D6 willpower, and then they don't. So if you roll the lower version of it, it spins their round rest, so they'll never get another round rest. So if they take advantage of it, they lose their round rest for later on.
For that round.
If they take, so they get the opportunity to take this from you. If you get the high version of it, they get a free round rest, and they still have a round rest available to them. Because a round rest you can only do once per shift, so this is an extra on top, or it's a one time now for whoever you perform it on. So
it's just giving willpower back, not really healing.
it's giving willpower back,
1d6.
not healing.
It says hold on. I wrote in the side here that
Round
it
rest.
is a stretch rest
Nope,
for D6 WP or HP.
not HP. A round rest does not provide HP, only willpower. Yep, it just boosts their willpower. Sorry, yeah. That's what a round rest is. Maybe, yeah,
That's dumb. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Because if you think about it, it can
I
be
thought it was
extremely
like a
important
healing.
when your people are running very low on the abilities. Like Takula can't. Takula needs a little bit more power to do another twin shot. Because it's extremely OP because you give everybody a round rest is something that someone has to spend action economy to take, and they may not get for another 6 hours. So you give everybody on your team D6 willpower to do that extra thing that they do. Karasi can cast another. Shoyebi can cast another spell. Someone can do another heroic ability. So yeah, it's not going to give HP right now. Unfortunately, it's not a healing ability.
That sucks.
Yeah, sorry, it has to be a tense moment that we have to clarify, but yeah, that's what it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just thought I could do some healing, and I don't think I have any healing at all.
Not
outside
yet.
of like a bandage check or something.
Yep.
Okay. So how?
Because this is your healer, and she's on the ship.
Yeah, he's abandoning us all. How?
That's why I asked her. I was like, "Do you want to do this?" Like, she should be over there helping them, but.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyone can make a healing check. So a good bandage check could get somebody. So I mean, Shakira could run over here. Well, the funny thing is, I don't think she can make it this round, but she could go over there and make a healing check and try to get Takula back on his feet at least.
I mean, the round rest.
What's your movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I have
6,
a 12,
7.
whatever that
so
means
6.
for-
Yeah, technically you'd be dashing to get to Takula.
So I couldn't
Man,
even do anything.
You would dash, and then next turn you would try to heal him.
Yeah.
So you'd have to.
I know the round rest doesn't heal, but if you do give willpower, it does mean that Shoyebi could cast another spell.
Shoyebi could
maybe
cast another
do
spell.
something.
Does he? Yeah.
And it also will give willpower to Karasi still, because
Yeah,
the
who-
range is massive.
Yeah.
And
Right. Okay.
That's a fact.
so,
I mean, I don't know what else I can do. I guess that's all I can do.
Potentially
One thing I
giving
can say
people
is if it
speed.
feels tough right now, you guys are. This is like an episode or two away from our season finale. So yeah.
I think what Kira's gonna do is she's gonna use not a dash, but all of her movement to get as close to Kula as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's gonna
But not a
throw
dash.
out-
1, 2, 3,
not a dash
4,
because I still
5.
want my action.
6 is right there. That gives her.
Okay, that's
she
fine.
would be 5. She'd be
Within
10 feet away from him. She would need 2 more spaces.
That's doable.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do, I think that's the best thing I could do for everybody is gather resolve. So let me
Okay.
do a performance check to see if we get the full or the limited.
And they all get
Which
to
is a
roll it on their
4?
own. So everybody gets to roll their own D6. You
Okay.
know? Yeah.
So you get the full effect, which means that you get a free round rest instead of the one that you would take.
And here's the thing that's powerful about that is if someone else felt like, oh, I don't know what to do on my turn, that means, for example, Shoyebi on his turn could do another round rest. So he has
Right.
the potential of getting 12 willpower back in one. Now, yeah, he can't do anything with it this round, but you got to remember that's still pretty powerful to be able to give someone that opportunity. So, yep.
Okay. Okay.
This one
Does
will be
that?
for Osei.
That's just allies, so that doesn't apply to me.
This this.
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. You don't get it. Yep. Because unfortunately, yeah, it would be like you'd be boosting yourself. It just, yeah. It's like that. You're singing. You're giving all. You're playing that. You're giving all of yourself in the moment, and not getting.
Titanic is going down. I'm just
Yeah.
Things are bad. Things are bad.
And they could always be worse. I guess that also means it's Dakar's turn.
Oh, it's Dakar's turn. Yes, so it is.
Okay. Switching brains. Hold on. So Dakar's.
Dakar is a problem. It's the worst. Dakar is a problem. Dakar is one of those NPCs that's built to the point where, like, the reason I hate him, I don't mind that he helps you, but he's a spotlight stealer, and I don't like when non-players steal spotlights. So if I ever hate your NPCs, it's not because they help you. I just don't want them to be doing the heroic things that you should be doing. So it's why I hate him. I'm like, he's too OP. Like, yeah, I should have checked him a long time ago.
That's fine. The dice keep him in check. I think he's gonna do massive blow again because he's still next to some baddies, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that is a d20 to see if we hit. It's an 11, which we do because his 6 swords are 16. D8. And last time I forgot, he also has a d6 for his attack, I believe. Is that correct? Or does that not? Did they get a d6 on their? He has
his strength as a d6.
Bonus?
That's his bonus for. So it's a d8 or is it 2d10 plus d6 or 2d8 plus d6?
So it'll be 2d10 plus a d6. And then with the willpower that I spent to do, that's for Kira, a massive blow that gives him an additional d8.
Okay.
But I cannot move, so I'm just staying right where I am.
Yep. And
striking that giant man right there. Okay, that's good. 11. Oh my god. Math under pressure. 19.
19 damage?
19 damage.
Yeah, that's another dead guy.
Just cleaving through
just wrecking these guys. Limbs fall in the water, red with blood. Great whites are being drawn to this area at some point because, like,
it's even more dangerous now.
The water's just bubbling with the blood of your enemies.
Okay.
Love
End
it.
Turn.
End turn.
Question: does Tathan need to do anything?
No, he does not.
Is Tathan dead?
I don't know.
Okay.
Good.
I'll tell you, he would have been at 0. I mean, you all would, in terms of your expectations, you know he was at 0 when that creature took him down. So it's probably suspecting the worst. And here's the thing: it's been like 10 seconds. No one's gone in after him. So, you know. And at rules is written, NPCs once they hit 0, authority of the DM. They don't have to be forced to take, death rolls or anything like that. Now, if somebody was going after him, that might be a different situation, but I would assume the worst for Tathan right now.
Yeah.
But again, I always say, if someone doesn't die on screen, then we just don't know. So I leave it. I'm leaving it at that.
Game of Thrones rules.
Yeah, it's like if you don't see it, you don't know. You don't. So, but he was at 0. It is. Is it Kira that just went? Yeah. So then it's. Oh man, it's my turn. Big decision here. Oh man, he is going to. Our monk priest will move. He's going to start to back away from you as the guards try to create a distance between you two. But as he does, you see his hands lighting up. So he's casting Power Fist. Every little bit he's got left. It's a... I don't even think I have... Does Power Fist have levels to it?
It does.
Yeah, 2 willpower per level.
So that increased the number of D6 that he has per punch.
Yep.
Yeah. Why not? You can tell looking at another monk drain their willpower. He's used his last 6 willpower to light his hands up. If Karasi's coming at him. As he like cracks his knuckles. Kind of starts to like breathe. Kind of prepare. That's all he's got. And then we move to Osei. Now that ship is still close enough. I don't know if Osei's jumping on the ship too, but yep, Osei is close enough for the jumping of the ship.
What's the closest enemy?
Closest enemy is the guard. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You can get there.
Now here's the thing. It's a 10-foot jump. So how Osei moves, is it 6? Is it 5 or 6? What's his movement? Because remember,
he has a 10 movement.
So he's 5, which means that you can, if it was a 5-foot jump, he could clear it. What's his strength?
9.
Oh shit. Because it's, yeah, when you're jumping, was it leaping? He's gonna have to make an acrobatics check for sure.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a free jump. Whereas now his movement allows him to make it, because leaping, as a part of movement, you can make a horizontal leap long as half your movement rate with a successful acrobatics. If the distance is a quarter of your movement or less, then you do it without the need of a roll to make the leap. So it's an acrobatics check, or he falls into the water.
Okay.
If so, he lands on it, and doesn't take his action. He can land and then attack if he succeeds.
Okay. I think regardless of what happens, he still is trying mid-swing, trying to hit the guard.
Yep.
Even if he falls.
Yeah, he's just like, ah. I hope he makes it, but hey, I don't want to see him miss it.
He hits the acrobatics check. He
landing right in front of Karasi. He's besides 2 guards, 2 archers. I could try to push it on this.
Foaming at the mouth.
Foaming at the mouth. You lizard freaks. And he
Karasi's like, what?
And takes that sword and swings it right at the first one. Still in a rage.
You got it.
And hits it. Last willpower that he has, double slash, as it will cleave into the next guard.
Oh shit!
Nice.
How much damage? I don't got nothing, so.
It's just a D10 because there's
D10.
no
Okay.
bonus.
Oh, he doesn't have a. So it's just D10. Yep.
It's just a D10.
All right.
That's 8 damage.
8 damage. That guy looks worse for wear.
The second one is taking 10.
Oh, wait, the first one was 10. The first one was 10, 10?
First one was 8.
So it was
then
8.
The
10.
first one was
The second
8.
was
Okay,
yes.
so I'll make sure I'm doing this correctly. All right, and then the second one was how much?
10.
10. Okay. And then so I'm going to use what I like to use, like, cuz the way I made these guys kind of a clump. I just going to have more fun with it that way. Even though they were separate hits and they both should still be, I'm just going to kill one guy and give the other guy, because it's enough damage, just narratively it makes more sense for me. One of them is gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Then to have them both have like a few hit points left. So he murders one. So there's only 2 guards left outside of the 2 archers. Jeez, these guys are getting worked.
And then Osei will make his death roll. His third one.
So far, he's only been. We don't know if there's only been fails or not.
Well, that was
Oh no!
That was a demon. That's 2 failures.
Fucking balls.
That's 3 failures.
Oh. No, the power of racism, though.
That's funny.
Suddenly, slashing as he's hacking. Karasi's watching, and some of you are watching him like hacking this creature. This humanoid that he sees as a lizard man. Valith Duskborn suddenly is pushed to the back. Somewhere deep within, the soul is still controlled by Osei. And for this moment, Osei, you have your body back. You wake up, you have full control. You can feel the slick blood across your face. You've been a passenger watching the last 20 seconds, 30 seconds, watching the elf use your form. But now you've got one more turn. You've got one more heroic hurrah to do it your way, not his. Blade in hand, forcing him back into the Hexen Blade. Osei will live for another 10 to 12 seconds. This is his moment before he goes on. And in that 10 seconds, he can, in its own eternity, share or do whatever it may be to help his party before it's time to go. And I think everyone feels it. When they see him wake up, all that foaming at the mouth, they know it's Osei. But they also know with the way his body looks and the way he's bleeding, this is it. It's the look that he gives Karasi that lets him know, hey, the time that we had was good. The extra time was good. I'll turn over to you, Osei, if there's anything you do in these moments before we continue on.
I would imagine that as the guards back up, taking one of them down, and he snaps back to that, giving Karasi that look. And in that moment, kind of like as he looks over to Karasi, and midway through, he throws his bag that he still has on him to the corner of the shore where land is still there, and sees the rest of his friends looking out, and he yells out to them, "Everyone, live well, and know You're my family. Even the unconscious Takula, you can hear somewhere in your subconscious this loud, obnoxious, but proud voice. And no more words with his friends need to really be said beyond that. What important in that moment? Facing towards the priest and the rest of the guards and the deckhands. This is my defiance against all the wrong that goes against us in this world. Tell them that Osei, the merchant, never fell besides on his feet.
Shoyebi is next in the round, which is he's going next. But before we move to Shoyebi, Osei, can you give me a persuasion check? You can choose intimidation or persuasion.
I think for this, it would be persuasion. Can he push it?
Yes. No, it's not a demon.
It's going to be sickly as he coughs up blood. As he says it again with more conviction, that he died on his feet. Osei, the merchant. As it's a 6 for a success.
This causes the archers who should be going after Shoyebi, and even the last guard, not the one down who's in the middle of the fight because he doesn't have time for that. These three, this guy he doesn't stop fighting, but he takes a step back. And the two archers almost like drop their bows and they look to Zargon, the monk, for and one of them just mutters, "They defy the gods. It is no use." So these two have disarmed. This one is still holding strong, not somewhere between leaving and running, fear in all of their eyes. Our monk is still, our priest is still ready to fight, with Karasi behind him. But there's a moment, it's not just seeing a man with a Heineken with a giant hole in his chest bleeding out, continuously coming at them, but also the fact that many of you are still up, that Dakar is still up and is still in them, and that their numbers are dwindling. There is a group, but the entire crew would now have to come to this fight. Doesn't mean they're not willing to, but there is a bit of a shift for some of these folks who are just not maybe willing, don't have the bravery to just die. As you hear Zargon say, "What are you doing? Pick those back up! For the queen! For Shine! Are you crazy?" It is Shoyebi's turn.
Shoyebi getting up from the ledge there. Can he see Zargon?
He can.
As Zargon is saying this, Shoyebi will spend the last of his willpower can't see his face or anything, but just the back of him as he's casting and throwing that magic out. And the target takes 2d6 necrotic damage and must make a will roll. And it is made with boon, but he will take the 2d6 necrotic damage. If he fails, he is knocked prone and is writhing in pain.
Takes it at boon. Okay. It's a 4 and a 10. The 4 it's a success. But he still takes the damage, but not the writhing in pain part, I think, right? Or
so even as he's trying to yell this out, I think visually for the others, it feels like there's something cursing him or something greater at play for the others to see as he's trying to say those words.
How much damage does he take?
9 necrotic.
Whew. You see the black veins crawling through his skin. The monk is still up, but definitely being affected by Shoyebi's that corrupt blood, or that, or is it corrupt blood, or is it chill? Is it, which one is
corrupt
it?
Blood.
Corrupt blood. Yep, that's corrupt blood.
Yeah.
As he rides in pain, his mind no longer able to push through, the willpower depleted, but still holding on. That strong of a mage. We move to whoever's next. I've got the guards as the archers. These two will... They leap off the ship for the waters below. Foolish, maybe panicked, scared, seeing the lighted fists of Karasi. They want no part in it. They won't continue on. Their morale is broken, but are actually... So then we're followed by archers are going to be followed by Drell. There's a dude in front of you, Drell, who you've been fighting with as the car, and you all have been slashing through the enemies.
Oh, because the archers plunged. Okay. So without having enough time to swap out to my battle axe, I will swing at the guard in front of me with
you need a visual.
my great sword.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Big money, big money. That's a hit.
Yep.
And I will... Oh, fuck, are you serious? Jesus. Wait, do I get... boon. I have dual wield. What else do I have? Yeah, no, I guess...
Well, you already hit, so the damage doesn't get... are you doing dual wield to try to get another attack?
No. Yeah, it's a two-handed sword anyways. Do I still have the battle, the plus D6?
No, that went away.
That went away. So it's just...
So only 4 fucking damage.
4 damage?
Yeah.
All right. That guy's hanging on, but some damage was taken. Every little bit counts. And they're getting really weak, here. So take it for what you will.
Yeah.
As he likes... It's pretty much like he's dead on his feet. he has a moment where he could try to strike back wildly, but he's losing his morale facing this jacked dwarf, this jacked orc. Now the guard would be their turn. I'm gonna make a morale check for both guards. They both don't have anywhere to go. They both signed up for this. They're down to their. We're looking at a morale check of 8. It's a 4.
Wow.
They're gonna fight to the death. So one pushes in on Osei, who is dead on his feet, but it's gonna kind of be the blow that like trying to be, because I mean, if I was metagame, I'd go for Karasi, but like it doesn't make sense. He's standing in front, right? So he's gonna go there. One's gonna go for Drill. Attack to Drill. Start first. 12. That's a hit. We're doing a 10 plus D4. Only 3 damage to Drill plus, so 6 total piercing damage, and then a strike at Osei for 19 and misses. Does not connect as he blocks it. Our guards are done. Are we followed by? Is that the end of the round? Huh? If I'm not mistaken, am I wrong? I think that's our round.
Yeah.
Now here's what I want to.
What did the
Takula?
skeleton get to go?
Oh, the skeleton did not get to go. Did Takula? Did you make a roll for death that round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's quickly roll for skeleton.
Yep. You want him to shoot?
Yeah. Shoot the nearest one. He misses.
All right. Top of the round, Shoyebi, followed by Dakar, followed by Takula, Karasi, then the monk, then Osei. So this is all pretty much all you all's round. Then unless somebody wants to swap with Kira. Kira's at the bottom, very bottom of the round, and Drell's second to last. But with your support, yeah, this could be it. Shoyebi is up.
Okay. Shoyebi getting up onto the rocks. He doesn't have any more willpower left.
Okay. He could round rest.
Could.
Or he could do something else. I don't know. Or he could try to heal Takula, as bad as he is at it. If he doesn't have bandages, it will be at a Bane. Bandages make it a straight roll. If he doesn't, surgical kits make it a boon. But he could make a Bane roll to just try to heal him.
He sees Kira coming to take care.
Okay, so he's take care of that. So he's okay.
Yeah. I think he would try to go forward. There. Does he have anything else? He doesn't, does he? Besides a round rest?
He's probably pretty depleted. Without he's got his skeleton, so his skeleton could take it. He could round rest. His skeleton could take a shot, or he.
Yeah, let's just do that. So he'll round rest, get 3 willpower back. Goes to 4. And just has the skeleton help Drill and Dakar there. Actually, can that skeleton make a shot from the ship to the ship?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I think the one that's attacking Osei.
Okay.
You would send the skeleton there for that.
Yep. Shot. Misses. Shot flies through. Say do anything else? We're moving on to Takula.
That's his whole action.
Okay. Takula death roll.
Mm-hmm.
And how are we doing, Takula?
Oh, that's a demon.
Oh, is that 2? That says 2 failures.
2 failures, 1 save.
1 save so far. So it is Kira is critical here. Shoot. Getting real. It is the die. It's getting real here. Okay. Karasi. You're on the ship. This guy doesn't have a lot of fight in him. He's locked up. It's you and the monk. It could be you taking down the monk who is on his deathbed. It could also be you hopping out to go back to save Takula. I don't know.
And Osei is not savable. Is that correct?
Osei is not savable. He's already dead. He's dead on his feet. Yeah, it's his last round. And then so after his next turn, he's done.
So even if I healed him, he would be dead.
He would be dead. So basically, it's a rule that I've called. So me giving him this is something I'm gonna start implementing. It's called a heroic. It's something I've learned from like some people use in D&D. It's called a heroic end, a heroic death. So he pretty much gets a whole round to just do something. He gets willpower back to do like one final thing. He gets like all his willpower, all his hit points for this final round, and then after that, he passes.
He's gone. Okay.
He's gone. Yeah.
So I think Karasi has now seen her friend that she's sacrificed all this for, is she couldn't save, is just gonna go straight after that mage. Because she is mad.
And same thing for you, Takula. If you do die, you will get a heroic round as well. You get all your willpower back and all your hit points to do one final thing. All right.
Okay, so she is just doing brawling. Okay. Okay, she hits.
All right, hits and nope. So
and
as she
does
hits
18
and
damage.
does 18 damage. How does she do it?
I think she just runs up to him as he's got his, glowing fist, and she just, it's just literally, a fist straight to his, right in the middle of his chest.
He tries to bring his hands up as he gets punched, and like rocks fly off of him, and he gets blown back, slow motion, and slams against the back of the railing and drops very crumpled and broken, his cloak billowing, and him very dead.
Then you just see her turn, and she looks at Osei and just sort of looks over around her friends and just sees the devastation.
All right. This is happening all around her. She has finished him off. Say your last move here, right? If I'm not mistaken. And then this is where you will... What do you want to do?
Locked in combat. He set out to do, for his final moments, save and fight side by side with his friends. This is good. And gives that the look to the guard that's opposed to him, swords locked.
Okay.
And we'll strike him. Eight, which is a hit.
Yep.
It's only 2 damage, as his strength has left him by this point. But he
I will do it.
Stabs him right between the links there. And smile on his face, eyes closed. The guard drops, but Osei still stands. And Krasi, you can see the moment that the life leaves Osei. But he still stands proud.
And Karasi goes over to him and grabs him just as he's about to crumple, even though she knows he's already gone.
Yeah, she catches him on his feet there, and is able to lie him down. As he goes, there are still others in battle. There are still others that we hope we will not lose. And so, the final guard will attack Drill. Fighting to the death. With a 19 will be a failure and a miss. Followed by Drell being able to respond back. It being Drell's turn. And I'll replace the miniature with the actual Osei. Drell, how do you want to...
Pushed. I failed my first attack attempt, so I disheartened.
Okay.
And I will... My second does hit.
Second is hit. Okay.
Swing my greatsword with 10 damage.
10 damage. That will... How do you do it?
Being that the guard is a little bit taller than me, my rage, I end up just cleaving both legs off, and he slides off the...
Names him as he... both legs falling over the side as he's like trying to reach and hold each one. And he eventually just kind of like rolls over and falls into the sea. All right. There's still hope here. Drell's kind of... There are no more enemies, but there are people in dire distress. Takula is still down. Osei has passed. There's no time to mourn. Kira, you are up here.
I have a bandage. I'm running.
Straight roll.
To Takula.
Bandage. You need to hit your healing check. Whatever that is.
My healing is a 13.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay.
That's right.
A two.
A 2?
Get out.
Nice.
Nice.
Up.
Takula, you will take D6 hit points back.
Kira just crying. Everything's chaotic. This is all too much. Oh my god.
I get 1 back.
You get 1 hit point, 1 back. Amazing. As this is happening, the 4 crew members that are on board have essentially surrendered the ship. Like they're waving the right flag, all of them coming out with their hands up, right? You can tell that even some of these crew members are people who are probably just villagers in Daru, right? Like,
and we have a ship.
You do have a ship. no one's dying, so I'll break combat here. But I will say there is still some concern as there is no Allura. The horn is gone. And Dakar seems to be in great distress. I know it's been late. I know it's been a longer session than usual, but these are one of those sessions. And I want to give you the chance to at least decide and know where everyone is, where they're feeling, and what they're saying to each other in these moments, or what they're not saying to each other, maybe what they're showing. Maybe
Alora's
even
not
what they're
on the
thinking.
ship.
As you start to look around, you don't see Allura. You're looking.
Allura was wiped into the water
Yeah,
with
she was
that
in the
tidal
water.
wave.
Oh, I thought she was in the ship.
She got disappeared a while ago.
Okay. I did not catch that part.
You
She
were
got
tidal
swept away.
waved. Understandable.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The water.
This whole
carried
thing's
her
been a
off
lot going
somewhere.
on. It's like one of the Undines, the same Undines that snatch. I think what's also starting to come, as you all are standing there, Kira, after healing Takula, you turn and look, and in the water right here, the body of Tathan surfaces, face down, floating.
I don't think I announced that to anybody if I'm the first one to see it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. He seems long. He seems expired.
Long gone. He wasn't my friend anymore anyway, so.
So unfortunately,
I'm
yeah,
assuming
he didn't have no.
Shoyebi's gonna raise all of these, right?
So that's my question. Do
Yeah,
we
raise
get,
Tathan and bring
do we
him back to
get
Daru so his
Yeah.
old
No.
love
Is he
can
gonna-
see him walking around as a zombie. That's
I
awful.
was thinking about
That's why we need those Beatles.
What about Ose?
Oh no,
Ose?
no, Ose, yeah, dude.
You would do that.
It's just like I'm
He was
back.
saying we need employees.
Come
Yeah.
back, baby.
Our new tiny bones that cannot get hurt in battle.
Oh.
Because
more-
technically one of the skeletons was Koba. Well, Koba should have been. I forgot about Koba. He should have been in this fight. So Koba's still around. He's a zombie. Maybe he just was standing. Maybe Shoyebi wanted to keep him for a while, for a little bit later. So yeah. Is there? Yeah. So we lost 2 folks.
I mean, like,
Dakar
Takula's
like
probably.
cries out. Go ahead, Takula.
Yeah, well, just describing, Takula's probably like frantically pacing the ring of this. It's obviously like limping and in pain, but trying not to show as he's frantically trying to look through the water, trying to catch a scent of anything. But it sounds like there's no chance
Takula?
of finding her.
I think that Karasi would cast healing on him since he appears to be close to death.
I will add for Takula, since you are pacing around the whole area. At the edge where the boat is, where it was leaving, you see a bag that clearly belonged to Ose. You can smell it.
Oh, yeah. Snatch it. It's in the water?
No, he was able to throw it onto the other side, so it's just half open from just the impact there, but you can see some various trinkets and baubles, but most importantly, a big folded parchment there. And there's some words written on there that you can see saying, Will.
Yeah, like. This is too much in the moment. Takula is going to pick up the bag, but this is not the time to read out the will.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Nope, just letting you know.
Yeah, you have it. You have it for the future. I'm just giving you all a little bit of space. I'll close us out here very shortly when we're ready. But just seeing if anyone has anything else.
Yeah, Drell is just kind of in shock. He hasn't really moved. Was in the middle of multiple kind of skirmishes there, and as he's able to kind of wipe his face and he gets kind of the lay of the situation now. He doesn't move, doesn't say anything. He's just kind of standing there shocked as the rain kind of water pelts him in the face.
I imagine that they all board the ship, the larger ship, as it is a faster form of transportation and a much more protected one. As they do, can I have an awareness check from everyone?
I'll roll for Shabby.
Yep.
Success.
Wow, I got a dragon.
Nice.
All of you notice that Dakar is at the helm of the front of the ship, and he seems to be looking at a parchment, a piece of paper in his very large orc hands, and he rips the letter up, the sheets up, and throws it to the water, out into the wind, out into the water. It just looks very defeated for the moment. And he will, if no one seems to approach Takula, he just goes, Aru. Takula, it seems like he's saying Daru. And then Karasi, you remember the glyphs, the runes. On the night, the moon and the stars align. The Queen of Stones shall blow the horn. Shall call to the shining god of the heavens, who we summon to marry the princess, their union consummated by the executioner's knife, and all will live in affluence and abundance, except those who deny the shining god of the heavens. The enemies will suffer. Dakar seems to know this very well. Seems to be calling to go to Daru. Is that where we go?
This isn't over yet.
He begins to unwrap the bandages frantically on his face. And turns his face away and casts them away. But before turning to look and to show his face for the first time. And he is not disfigured. He is strikingly a handsome orc. His tusks are kind of small and his jaw strong, his features well proportioned. His eyes have a glaring, like hazel, like a golden look to them. But he opens his mouth and he reveals that he has no tongue.
Oh.
You see that black nub inside his mouth. Haru. Aurora. Aurora. And in his anguish, he continues to say those things as the ship heads in the direction of Daru. Any final arts, notes, anything from any of you before we close out? Hopefully they will. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think on the ship, you see them preparing Osei. So, well, I don't know. Does Shoyabi's not going to try to, like,
we'd have to ask
raise
Jason,
him, right?
We'd have to ask Jason. I wouldn't put it past him.
Do anything.
Because I would assume, unless he overrides this, that we are going to prepare him for a burial at sea, respectfully wrapping him, etc. So maybe we prepare him and we wait until we get to Daru.
I would say Drell takes kind of the lead in positioning his arms and drying him and putting him in a place that and sort of material that he can be preserved a little bit as we figure out as we kind of make our trip to Daru.
You see Karasi helping with that, and I think just overall she's just very quiet, even for her, because she's quiet anyway. And I think you just see that she feels like she failed. She made a wrong decision, and she's sort of owning or feeling like she was at fault for this. Or that she failed in saving him.
I think with Dakar so distraught, Jakula is gonna kind of stay with him. It's gonna say, like, I never did anything that mattered. Not really. But we're gonna set this right. We're going to fix this. We're going to get her back.
He just nods like he completely understands. As we push in on Dakar's face, for the first time, he sheds a tear. In his mind's eye, he's taken back to a time where his orc village was razed and destroyed by humans, and that he doesn't necessarily remember this moment, but he was taken as a very young child. This is when the king of Daru still stood and was in power before he had passed. In those early days, they took the strongest of the young male orcs, cut their tongues out so they could not speak, but raised them to be strong warriors. And so you see that in very quick flashes of what Dakar went through. But in his early days of the way he was like pestered and hated for being an orc, he hated that, and so he wrapped his face, he covered it, kept it away, and eventually hid it beneath a helmet. Until in his youth met the young Alora, who was always kind to him, and who he grew very fond of. Who was also assigned to protect her, but she was also his only friend. And in our final moments, we just see him in his youth protecting her in her youth, him kind of in his teen years, and her, like, she's like maybe 10 or 12, standing over her with his sword on his, kind of standing strong. And that juxtaposed to him feeling in this moment completely like he has failed her. But looking out towards where Daru is with all of you and preparing for what comes next. We'll fade to black. End our session. Good game. Good game. Well, we'll see where we go, where this picks up in another 2 weeks. Goodbye to Osei.
Oh,
Thank you, Osei. You were I can't wait to read the will and see what was. Is there anything else that you wanted to share that's not in the will before we expire him tonight, or are you?
Honestly, I think that everything that Ose needs to say will be in the will.
Be in the will.
And
Yeah.
I think I will just add that the will was being made when he came back to life this first time.
The very first time. Yeah, he knew he was on that borrowed time. Yeah. Good stuff. That's pretty awesome. So, I'll say this: what a way to go out.
Oh man.
What a way to go out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of wanted him to play that sort of
That elf.
weird elf crazy
that was
for a while. That would have been funny.
I rolled up. There were rules to tonight's session, and there's a way that he ends up being that, but it never came up. It never came up. So it was not. Yeah. It didn't come into play. I wasn't going to force it. It was going to be a part of the mechanics of the. It was a part of the mechanics of the fight that was possible, and it just didn't. Yeah.
Very, very little in terms of like healing in general, or like saving, because there was a good chance, but when the demon rolled on that, that got scary. And that's crazy because there was two demon rolls on death rolls tonight. So it was like the dice gods were like, yes, we want you to feel the weight. The death was knocking on the door tonight. I really thought Takula was next, and I was like, okay, narratively knew Osei was going, close. But I thought Takula was next, and we're about to like figure that out. And I was like, man, that's getting basically what it was.
Tathan had two demons too.
Yeah, that's why I knew Tathan was gone. It was time for Tathan to go too. Like I had a redemption arc for Tathan, but I was like, nope. The dice gods say it's time for him to go. Like there's no there was so what I told Nick is that he was on borrowed time. So because the god was trying to drag him away, and Nick had told me Osei's like willing to go, right? He'd already done this thing to help the party. Valith Dustborn, the name of the the elf had entered his body. So it was those, like, he had already taken the body, but the body was also dying. So if Osei, every time Osei made 3 successful saves, he was not going to stabilize. He would just reduce 1 more death roll, and he would just keep dying. So that never really happened with the group to see, but it was like they'd be like, oh shit, he's not stable. He would just keep dying. And at the end of the fight, if he made it through and he was still Osei, he would die as Osei. If you healed him, say like Karasi healed him and gave him hit points, then he would get those hit points back and he would start to bleed every round until he got back to 0. But if he ended the session above hit points, Valeth would have taken his body and would have been a new character. So he would have been playing but no one ever healed him. So he was like in death rolls the entire time. So he was Valeth and then Osei. And I told him if he died, Osei would have the final say. Osei would have the heroic round. But all the way up until that point, it was Valeth. It was Valeth fighting. It was like full on the elf fighting at that point, who was seeing lizard folk. But that last round, it was Osei, right? Like, and so if you heal him, you're actually healing him to make him the new character that would be the elf taking over the body and then deciding what he's going to do with the body. So yeah, I think it's a little bit. It was a little more appropriate for Osei to not have that happen to him. So, but it was a chance for it to happen.
Elf's back in the sword, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the sword might just be a sword now. I don't
know.
Yeah, he may have even found his escape or his peace. You maybe don't have. I'll decide that between now and the next game. But I don't think, because I think he escaped in that weird moment, had this weird transition. I don't know if he got forced back into that sword. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
So are you gonna play a new character then, Nick?
He's got a new character to come on.
Osei's twin brother.
No say.
It's gonna be someone new.
That's one thing Nick. That's what I appreciate about Nick's characters. He'll never spam another.
Repeat.
Yeah, he won't repeat a character.
I will chime in one extra thing about Osei, and it just about his name, his actual name, because Osei actually means noble. It like translates to noble.
Where in which culture? Where does the name come from?
Person pretending to be a nobody.
Because there's so many cultures in Africa. What is it? North African? Is it West African? Is it? Do you know? If you don't remember, I don't know.
It was because it was actually on your listed names as actually Malcolm, because you had a list of names to choose from, and I looked at that and was like, I liked Osei, and so, Ghanan,
masculine name primarily for noble. Yeah, Ghanan.
And to answer your question, Nikki, it wasn't because he was like noble blood, but his parents named him that for being a noble spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right.
Yeah, very cool.
Signing off.
Yeah,
thank you all. It was a great session, and I'll have to think about some stuff. Malcolm, I'll probably have to reach out to get some, like figure out where to go from here. But
I appreciate it when I talked to you about it. Like Nick was like, I'm not mad at Shine. Like he's like, I had a good amount of extra time with the group that I wouldn't have had. So I was like, yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
I'm mad at Shine.
I know, of course you are. Of course you are. I want you all to be mad at Shine.
Yeah, I'm never gonna follow God again.
Personally, she has defended him, and he turned around and changed the rules. And stupid.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
I stole it. Yeah.
True.
Because he call him Shine and they call him Feynman. So I called him Feynman. Actually, what the Queen calls him and I stole him directly from the payment god, which is in real life, and a little bit from one of my favorite horror movies is Hereditary, and so Shine is a direct rip from Hereditary, and so he is a god of like prosperity and riches, but he requires these great, like awful, like sacrifices and awful things to happen to people for that to be provided.
That guy.
Yeah, so that was a little bit of the inspiration behind it. So now that I know that they're going directly after him, there's no need to hold on to that. We could put that.
Yeah, bridges burned.
Bridges have been burned. Yeah, there's no longer good shine anymore. And and there was always like the idea of shiny things, like it's why people call him Shine, and the idea of him always having the face of like, and also these like iconography of the sun and the things that are bright. And then the idea that even the Druidic people, because it would be weird, you wouldn't think of Druidic people wanting prosperity. You always think of like gold and shiny things, but all those things come from the resources of the earth, right? So in a weird way, he's kind of connected to all that. It's like you think of monetary riches, but he's of the riches of the soil, the riches of the earth, the riches of all things, of all men. But he speaks to those things that people want. But he requires a price. So good stuff. Long session. Thank you all for sticking through it. See you in a couple weeks. We'll be setting up the arrival. Now, also, I'll tell you all before you log off, I gotta talk to the other group because I'm not gonna force it, but at this session is supposed to be a double group. It's supposed to be you all and the other group in the next session. So I might need to.
I think it's in person though, isn't it? Supposed to be at your
if
house?
it's an in person, then yeah, I gotta look at that one because let me talk to them. I
think it's in person.
If I can, if that, because I'm playing with some times. Yeah, it's the 7th, the next game. Yeah, I might have to. I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's on me to figure out. Okay. If I might have to just change some of my ideas because they're in a place where they could be there as well, and I'm trying to figure out should they be there but I have one more game with them next week, and their decisions will because they might die next week, so they might not be there anyway. Right. So they're in TP they're in TPK mode, so they might not be there anyway. So I might not have to worry about it after Wednesday.
Wow.
Boy, you're just thinning the herd.
Oh man.
When you got your wish, you got rid of Tathan.
I was like, hey man, this group was getting too big. It was time to.
That's what I was thinking. He's like, yep, gotta start.
I had redemption arcs though. I wanted Tathan to get to this place. Like I wanted this like reunion with him and Brackar, and I was like, he's not gonna make it. When nobody jumped in after him, I was like, yeah, he's done. Like, if no one responds to them going, I know, and I get it because there's other things that are more important. That's when I know. That's when I know it's time to just take that NPC. They don't need to come back. But yeah, and once Nikki was off of him, it was like, hey, he was another sword in the group. But yeah, that's the name of the game. It's you all's story. I'm just here for see where it goes. Good stuff. We'll figure it out next time. But yeah, y'all have a good night.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Later. Good one.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good game, Nick.
Good game.
Yeah, man. That was fun.
Damn.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. How's it going, Eddie? Yeah, I know you guys, if you want to hop off, I figured I usually about to like log off. I know some other groups. Sometimes I know we are the ones that kind of do a little chit chat. So I'm down for a little bit. If not, if you guys are, I ain't really got nothing else to do, but probably go downstairs to eat some food. I shouldn't be eating this late, but I didn't really eat dinner tonight. But yeah, man. Hopefully that was fun. I mean, I think that worked out. Like, I think what I love about Dragonbane is it's really scary how I like that I actually fear for you all. But it's also nice to fear for you all every fucking time there's a really fight like this, and then to watch you all like crawl yourself back from the deep end. Whereas like I feel like whenever I play D&D and I fear, I have to start making changes. So like tonight, I didn't force myself to make any changes to make it easier because like it was just like, hey, let them fucking figure it out, and if they've got it, they've got it, and that's what it was. It was kind of cool to see that. I think the only thing I didn't do which was my fault, which was fine, is I didn't go back and let those archers shoot again. They didn't shoot the first round. That's on me, right? So that's the only thing I didn't do. There were 2 extra archer shots, but I didn't change anything. I didn't change no hit points, didn't give anybody bane or too many rolls. So I just like that, like how like it kind of balances itself out in a weird way that I like. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I'd be glazing this game, but you know me.
I think that it was I think some of the luck was definitely on our side, and then it bounced back. Yeah. I think it could easily have swung like all the way on the other side.
On the other side. Absolutely.
We could have easily had a TPK.
Easily.
Yeah. Dude. Easily. Some rolls that we got lucky
up front, a lot of the great thing about having a lot of enemies, the funny thing about having a lot of enemies with one, what I found is that all the 2d6, any 2 dice weapons are the enders. So whenever you have enemies that have like longbows or spears, D10 sounds like a lot, but it's such a heavy swing on that 1 die roll. You're either fucking killing somebody with a longbow or you're nicking them. So like my guys are either fucking gonna murder you or they're gonna do like 3 damage. So it's really weird like that. It is really weird. There is a lot of luck for sure because of the way the damage of the dice roll. Because if some of my spear guys could have got off some like 8s and some D4 like 8, 9, 10s, oh yeah, people are going down left and right. But I was rolling like 4 damage, 3 damage. But I think that's meant to be when you start doing 2d6 off of a longsword or that great sword. We start getting into once you start leveling up your weapons, fuck it, everybody's dead. Like you get into Dakar aerial, like fuck it, like so. It was fun to play with the mage and to watch the wizard kind of like pull things back because keep the wizards from taking over. But even that y'all ran his willpower down. Well, he had 34 willpower. And in fairness, I based him. To be fair, I based his mage off of another Dragonbane mage from another module of equal status, and it was like so he was very equally, so it wasn't like I just like boosted him for no reason. It was like I built him and it was like gave him like the extra focus. He had like 10 extra focus, which is where he got that from. And he had like a certain number of robust. He was a
big bad guy.
He was just a big bad guy. He was just But still, what's cool is like even in that level, he had like 32 hit points and 38 willpower, something like that. So so still a very squishy guy, but compared to in all things compared, very. So
I think I will also just say, like, since we're getting to the end of the night and stuff like that. Like, thanks again, Mal. Like, it's been a fantastic time going through your world, Avalon, and
thanks, man.
Like making us all. My character, like Osei, when he was made, like I didn't make him with the thought process of him living a long time. Like he even design wise was not a good good character.
No, he wasn't built.
he was very bad for living for a while. So I think it's great that he was able to get to this point and be able to go out in that way.
I think that he's a staff. What's cool is if you think about it, your characters, like not to give you a whole bunch of pump your head up, Nick, but I mean, like, I'll be fair, like you do a really good job of imparting. Certain players do a good job of imparting something on the party. This party wouldn't have the name Merchantry if it wasn't for Osei. Like, you didn't come up with the name, but the whole idea of being merchants, nobody wanted to be merchants. Nobody wants to sell shit if it wasn't for Osei. So in a weird way, your characters, people always care about your characters. And I think it's because you don't build them as like classical archetypes. You build, and what's also cool about Osei, because of the way he was built, he could just do whatever he wanted. He could wear armor if he wanted one day. He was wearing armor for a while, then he lost the armor, and then he was like switch off and do something else. He was like playing like multiple classes just because he was just like a everyday.
He was trying to be an archer. He was trying to take Takula's job.
It's really cool. Like, he's like bushcrafting. So like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's really cool that the game can allow people to like lean into their class, their profession. This is what I want to build. And then people who don't know what they want to be Because I can think about one of the worst things about D&D is to build a character that you don't really like, and now you're like, I didn't want this class. You're asking the game master to, okay, can I rebuild it? In Dragon Bane, you don't have to rebuild the character. You just have to start focusing on new skills. And I like that. So even if there's a new game that I ever play, I just want it to, if it could take these qualities, any game, I just like the qualities of the game. Is it perfect? No. Is there a lot of areas where it, you know, it doesn't become, no game I think is perfect, but I think this is why I continue to try to play it. It's because what brings me back to it is every time we have these moments, I'm like, I always ask myself, did the rules, all my favorite moments in D&D, I always had to bend the rules. Never had to break them, but I had to bend the rules to get there. And so far, I've had to do less bending to get to where I want with this system. And I think that's what it comes down to, my game mastering style, where it's like you run Cypher and Pathfinder. I think you're able to find, and you probably can let me know as a game master, it's probably those systems that allow you to like do less manufacturing to get to what the story of the game that you want.
So Daggerheart, I would say, leans into more of that, of like giving your players more focus on the role play that creates action. That's like, you tell me what you want and we'll make it happen. And it